Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's broadcast of the Blue Water Draft League Emerald. I am Becky Rita in the Death Realm right now uh, with Storm, and we are already dropping hot into the draft for Blue Water Emerald. I don't know if I said the wrong thing. I might have said the wrong thing. Uh, but here we are. We have
Falcons.
Optimus Falcons going up against Queen's Revenge. Optimus Falcons looking like they are going to be the underdogs in this match, but both of these teams are even in the standings, and this is a very tight race to the top here in the Freljord division. So it's a lot of things could go wrong or could go right. Both these teams going to be hungry for a win in this one.
Yeah, both these teams currently 4-2, I believe. This whole division, the top half are like within a point of each other. There's like 5 teams, all within a point of one another. Sin are at the very top of this division. They're going to go through no matter what. That they are 5-1, and then there is the team that has been beat down on, I guess would be a kind way to say. I think they have not won a single game and have FF'd the league, the Cats or whatever. So this group is very, very tight, but we're in draft. Falcons had their first 3 picks. They got that ever-present Karma B1 kind of support power pick. Pairing it with Senna sounds terrible to me. But I don't know. I don't play bot lane very much. Maybe that's a good role for. Maybe Senna wants that. I thought Senna hated playing against ranged champions like Ezreal and Morgana a lot. I thought she wanted to get stacks onto melees, but maybe Senna has changed. They keep adjusting her soul meter back and forth constantly. But anyway, Queenie's Revenge over here on our red side have taken Ornn, Ezreal, Morgana. I think these are 3 pretty great picks. I think Morgana kind of sucks, but you know, whatever. I think she's a great jungler. I think she is a terrible support champion, but I digress.
Yeah, I'll say that as somebody who plays Senna, or who likes to play Senna, her gameplay is not really fundamentally changed, although Riot likes fiddling with her numbers. She definitely prefers to play into more of those melee supports and melee champions, but into double range is going to be a little, maybe not the most fun experience, I would imagine. But fortunately, Karma is good as protection, and the shields give you a little bit of extra mobility. I'm not a big fan of pairing Senna with the Karma, personally, but it's not terrible. It just means that, you'll have some extra utility in the later stages, some extra healing and shielding power, but is that Morgana jungle?
It's Morgana. It's not in the bot lane, and that's all I care about. I'm happy. It's not Morgana support. Thank God. I hate this champion at support. Please stop picking it when you're autofilled. I know you can't press E in time support mains. Anyways, top laners looks like we're just gonna have the classic B1. Oh, you've picked a tank. We're gonna match that with our own tank. Aha.
Aha!
Yeah, wow. Sion into Ornn. We haven't seen this matchup in a while. Yeah, it might have
been very thrilling.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. Directed camera is going to direct us to this all the time. We're going to see so many grass stacks going off. I bet you guys can't wait. But let's see what the Falcons decide to round their comp out with. They are incredibly AD heavy, so I'm hoping we're going to pick a mage of some description here for our R5. It looks like this is a Hen Jungle as well. There's the Aurora currently getting
that's
covered.
What that champion is. I've been trying to figure out what this champion's name is, because I was doing some writing about another league, and they played Aurora, but I couldn't remember the name. I was like, it's not Yunara. What is this stupid bunny champion's name? She's so, like, unremarkable design-wise. I have, like, no thought of this champion in my head. So I'm glad that I finally got that answer here. The Aurora has been picked, and the Anivia is what we've closed in on. This is the pick that'll close our composition out, is the Anivia. Okay. That's interesting.
Okay, and Nivea's really good into Sion, right? Because it means you just get to always stop Scion ults because you just throw the wall in front of them. So you have like the free block into that. Your whole team is just set up poke and like disengage, right? You have Morgana bindings, you have thresh hooks, and you have Ezreal poke and stuff. So Queenie's Revenge is definitely, to me, set up for like in a really good way. That they're just playing the sit back and throw stuff at the wall comp. This is the comp where Ezreal is going to do 1,200 damage a minute, or this comp is going to fall flat on its face and they are going to lose.
Yeah.
But on the other side, I don't know what the Optimus Falcons have. They have
Champions.
They have champions. I don't think there's a lot of synergy in between almost any of them. Aurora wants like really high burst fights and to be really mobile, and the rest of her team is not at all and doesn't really want that. Senna Karma, I don't think have very much synergy together at all. They both offer a lot of utility that Zehen likes, but I don't think Zehen gets to stack on any champion on the other team except Ornn. And if he is hitting Ornn, it's probably not going well because that means he also is probably standing in the Anivia ult and having Ezreal and Morgana throwing stuff at him. So I think this draft looks nearly impossible from the Falcons' perspective, and I'm going to be excited to cast or curse them and have them prove me wrong.
Yeah, I can't wait for the 100,000 damage Anivia game to prove you wrong there. But I would also agree. I feel like the Queen's Revenge have put together a composition that is certainly more cohesive in terms of what it wants to do, whereas the Optimus Falcons have kind of just picked some champions that are good, but not necessarily, like, useful together, I would say. So
Yeah.
we'll see if that makes a difference, or if the power of just picking our favorite champions will win us in the day. So we're going to go through to a quick break. When we come back, we'll be in on the Rift after the spectator delay. We'll see you there in about 5 minutes or so. Hello, everybody, and welcome here onto the Rift for Game 1 of our series between the Optimus Falcons and
Queenie's Revenge.
Queen's Revenge. I forgot the
Queenie's.
other team. Queenie's Revenge.
Yeah, because Queenie's on this team.
Yes, and Queenie is in the jungle on the Morgana. The Morgana jungle, not an it's certainly uncommon, but not actually that unusual, all things considered. It has some good matchups. It's a nice little flex, although I agree with you that Morgana support is atrocious. Don't pick this champion, please.
Yep.
You can't do it. You're not them. You're not good enough. I'm sorry. But in this game here, it will be on that. Okay, we have a hook to start us off here. Going to be a pretty good trade into Reddest. Not quite the deadest yet. Going to have to limp away there, burning the heal. That's a heal for Ignite trade, as so far looks like both of our junglers starting on top side, going to be heading bot side. Anything interesting you can note from the start?
Just about the only thing I think is a little interesting in regards to runes is the kid on this Thresh is running the Glacial Augment, which has definitely fallen out of favor a lot. Pretty sure this rune has been nerfed incredibly heavily, so kind of interested to see that on the Thresh. Don't think that's all that weird. As far as like items, I think the Doran's helm for Shia LaBeouf seems a little interesting to me. That is the support. That is the item that gives you flat like resistances. I don't know why we don't have Doran's shield instead, if I'm gonna be real with you, because we're just getting porked by Karma or like by Ezreal Thresh, right? We're not getting like all in or something, and that's when you really want like the extra resistances, I feel.
Yeah, it could be that, and this is, I guess I don't really fully understand it either, why we went for it, because I was about to say it deals 5 bonus physical damage to minions, but you know how you can deal more physical damage to minions is like a sword. So
all Doran's items have that, don't they?
Yes.
Doran's shield has that and stuff.
Oh yeah, so... Doran's ring also has that. So
yeah,
yeah, they could have not needed that. I guess then I don't know. The answer then is maybe there's some safety.
Oh, here's
here.
a hook. Oh my god. Okay, we hit the hook.
Still goes in. Shia LaBeouf will still take quite a bit of damage here. Actually, nearly gets taken out. That play was a little depressing to start off, but ends up paying out in the end, although no flashes are blown aside from Threshes.
Yep. We'll see. Rook here, hovering in the top lane, looking for an Arcro Demon. That was a great cancel.
Great catch on the Decimating Smash. An Arcro Demon will have to flash here. A knock-up from Rook. That man is Xin Zhao, I swear. After getting the augment that allows him to transform once he gets to 3 stars.
Yeah.
At 5-2, he can...
Yeah.
Sorry.
Jesus. 5-2 is when you're getting your Zenzo transformed? Bro, you're supposed to reroll.
Yeah,
anyway.
Something's gone really wrong.
Yeah.
It's a rough game. It's a rough game.
Yeah.
Right. Getting contested. Anyways.
Xin
Zhao... I'm sorry. Zaheen. Gonna blow the flash there?
Yeah, whatever.
Zahen.
I don't know how you pronounce it. Everyone corrects me. I say it one way, and then my next person says it's the other way, and I go, okay, whatever. So
I say it both ways so that everybody gets mad. As we do have Shia LaBeouf will be got here. The flay will pull him back. Good dodge on the hook. We'll have to blow the flash to make that happen.
Yep, Ignite going down there again for the kid, so... making sure to get the most out of that aggression going. Shia LaBeouf, of course, building towards Senna's favorite item, the only one that gives her wave clear in that static shiv. Ezreal, of course, going for the normal Trinity Force. Interesting to me that we didn't go for like gear and then components. Instead, we went for the Sheen. Really looking to pressure, I guess, as Resilient. And the kid down here in the bot lane. I can see mid lane pretty much just a farm fest. Both these mid laners forced to TP. 6s have been unlocked. Probably a lot more impactful here for Naysayer once they get access to that Glacial Storm. First dragon of the game is up. Queenie is around. Probably just going to get their reset going. Doesn't want to get into that. You can see top lane. The only real advantage that kill. Oh.
Hex Flash gonna go in. Queenie gonna be looking to land that Dark Binding. Shia LaBeouf gonna be trapped in the alcove. Flash getting utilized by Resilient here. He wants to try and get out of dodge as Rook will get the counter engage on the top side. We get a glimpse of the tank battle here. A true death battle as now Engine will have to flash, getting caught by the wall. Ooh, getting caught by the stun and the hook! The CC combo. Now Rook's gonna be chopped up by the Glacial Storm. The Frostbite there, chilling Rook to the bone. Not still alive. Gonna be a little fish in a barrel here, trying to dodge out. As you know, the kid will be looking to get something, but no mana here. Shia LaBeouf will land the root, but then get flayed back because we just... man, I don't know if there's a way out of that one, but it feels like there should have been. But now here comes Engine. Does not have the Between Worlds, but does have enough damage to get a pick on the back there. That extended engage ends 1-for-1.
Yeah, so evening the game back up, we can see that there is about a 600 gold lead here. Look at all those minions just falling. We're already at like a 20 CS lead in the bot lane, in this lane that we have picked ourselves into. Ezreal now has his tier in his inventory, which is great to see. Top lane, nothing really happened up there. There was very low health bars, and I think the observer mode thought that was very important, but wasn't really. Fanfear, is that what we said?
Fafnir.
Yeah.
It's a Norse god.
No, that's Fanir.
What? Is
Yeah.
that not Fafnir?
I don't the wolf dude? He's Fanir.
No, not the wolf. It's like a dragon.
Oh, okay. Then I have no idea. I thought
hold up. We have an engage right here. Shia LaBeouf will be taking a ton of damage here. This Ezreal does have Sheen, does have quite a bit of power. Rook in the mid lane will be looking to engage onto the Anivia. Anivia, I believe, still has the egg. And Arkle Demon taken quite low. Naysayer will not be threatened here. Does hold on to the egg as... To clarify, here's the context. Fafnir was a dwarf or other type of humanoid who had shifted into a Germanic dragon to protect his treasure. He's a character in Smite, one of my favorite characters.
All right. I've learned something new today. That was a pretty good play by him in the top lane. Maybe we could have done that a little bit better and fully charged our Q after we landed the thing, but Arkle Demon did have flash.
Oh boy. The box will get dropped, and this is actually be disengaging here as Rook's going to be on the engage. Queenie is around. Will have all of her buttons. Not hitting the Dark Binding, though, as Rook goes for the dive in. The chains are in on Redest, but they will not be stopped as Rook will pick up another. That is a great counter engage by Rook, gaining 2.
Yeah, just really well played there by the Zahen. Good job by them. I was kind of shocked that they were able to catch, the kid, but without flash and things like that, that kind of makes sense. Engine here, marking Naysayer, who does have the egg. Redast, I think, just killed himself. Oh,
yeah, that is ill-advised by Redist right there. Is we get the view topside again as Rook getting very low here. Queenie not able to stop the Drake, though, as Rook will dive over the wall. Engine will be left to their own devices, getting one on the way out, taking the extra special bonus recall, but we'll have to sit for a little bit longer than Resilient in the gray screen.
Yeah, nice job by them. I mean, Optimus, they're definitely keeping this going right now. They're definitely have a bit of a strange team, I want to say, but there is some synergy in between individual pieces on this team, right? Zahen's really great with Karma. Sion is a frontliner tank, so there's people for the team to be behind and stuff like that. We have a classic mage who offers burst. that can offer like some cheap CC chain up and stuff like that. So I think there's like some benefits to this Falcons team, but Queenie's team definitely makes a lot more sense. I'm hoping we're able to
Ooh,
utilize some.
Shia LaBeouf is gonna die here. Caught by the hook and the dark binding. And that's really the power of this Queenie's Revenge comp, is the ability to just pick somebody off. Any form of CC lands on you, you get the whole kitchen sink thrown at you afterwards.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is that there's so much CC layering and things like that, and there's so much poke and things like that. So definitely thinking there's a bit of a draft advantage for them. We'll have to see, how things turn out, and we'll see if things can get played right. You know, there is always that opportunity to deny a silent ult, but at the same time, there's always the opportunity to land it as well as Fafnir. Um, Engine as well has a lot of great angles. I think this game should have a pretty great game, and I'm just most interested to see how Rook is going to be able to do on this Zahen. That if he can actually get damage down, if he's able to stack up and get all that extra AD, and then off of an Anarchical Demon or somebody else, and then actually be able to hit someone, he's going to be an absolute menace in these fights. But I just feel it's going to be really, really hard to play Zahen.
Yeah, it is going to be a little tough. The Zahen, he'll have to be on his, just out of his mind, kind of looking to dodge out on all of the CC. It's not impossible. None of the CC is 100% reliable and super easy to land, so it's going to be very heavily on Rook's performance in the skirmishes to avoid the very critical CC that could potentially be make or break. I will say Shia LaBeouf looking a little worse for wear on the Senna in this game, currently sitting at 27 stacks, as all of
Oh,
these skill shots are it's bad. Things are not looking
oh,
good. You don't have to play Senna to know that that number is not good, as they say. And we're seeing a dive being threatened here, which is just gonna force Shia LaBeouf and Redis back. Rook on the top side, though, will try and get something here. Should be an easy chop up, chop down, as Fafnir fan taking up that turret. Rook on a killing spree now, 3-0, setting themselves up very well to carry here in this game. Just gotta play it well.
Yeah, they're definitely the hopes for the Optimus Falcons right now. Fafnir going to get an extra plate here as well. Going to get some counter jungling done because we're losing all of our bot side pressure on the map. There is just a minute 20 till this next dragon spawns for this game. Is the Chemtech dragon. Don't worry, the Riot will eventually fix this. I swear to you, the spectator client is of top priority for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll get fixed in League of Legends 2, everyone. League of Legends 2. It's real, it's not fictional. Probably.
But Queenie here, just counter jungling.
Yeah, the bot side of the map is just completely gone, so for the side of the Optimus Falcons. This bot lane is just so anemic. There's not really a whole lot they can do to contest, even with Rook around. And really, it's kind of a waste of Rook's time at this point. It's just pretty difficult to get onto those champions. So gotta wait for that next Drake whenever that comes up in about 30 seconds. Could potentially see a skirmish there. Rook is very strong, but not quite at a unique spike relative to the other players in the game.
Yeah, we'll see how much this
should
matters in the top side. Oh,
yeah, I mean,
it's a kill.
Yeah, it's a kill. Another one picked up by Fafnir fan, who will get out 2 ultimates there. You can, if you have the chat up, you can see Anarchical Demon pinging both of them, and that's what I do when I'm dying horribly. If they use any buttons, I ping them to feel a little bit better about myself.
Yeah, if only that guy didn't have flash, I would have lived there, right? For sure.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But Fafnir gonna pick up a turret. I guess that's the call from the Falcons as they go, I don't think we can stop this. We already have a Drake. We don't really need to fight for the second Drake. While our Senna is anemic, would be the word I would use to describe her. She's not eating very well. Not looking very healthy. Definitely I would have skipped that Senna if that was my pick in the grocery store. But anyway.
Yep.
They're just gonna go for topside things. Gonna get this topside turret. Gonna get a Rift Herald. I think it's Rift Herald right now. I don't know if it's the Grubulons. Rift Herald it is indeed. They've already secured the Grubulons, as we can see. And now hopefully they're able to rotate Shia LaBeouf somewhere where they're able to stack up these souls and not die horribly. Is that going to happen? Probably not. Senna's got her Static Shiv done at least. And we've built Mercury Treads. Which seems odd. I don't know if you really want those, because I feel like if you're getting hit by 1cc, it doesn't really matter. You're just going to get hit by the rest of them.
Yeah, instead of being snared for 1 hour, you get snared for 55 minutes.
Yeah.
I
just kind of feel that way. It's kind of like, man, those might want to have been Swifties or something like that. But
yeah,
Blake coming in here, that's a lot of damage.
A lot of damage going to be coming out here as the Between Worlds will carve into 3. And Arkle Demon getting a lot of CC on the front, but not a lot of damage to follow up as Resilience going to try and fire out here. The kids on the side. Here comes the Senna ulti, getting a little bit of shielding down as an Arkle Demon will drop. Flash in onto the Kid, who is getting chopped up by Rook here. On a rampage right now, threatening out Queenie and Resilient under the turret. Naysayer is around, though. We'll have to play a little bit cautiously here. Does have the egg, so we'll have that little bit of extra safe. That, you didn't need to flash that one, but actually it would have hit. 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 Necessary flash as the Herald will be thrown into the turret. Shelly getting used there. Rook actually taking turret aggro and will get punished. Ooh. The shield there is the sacrificial LaBeouf will be given over for Rook's insolence now. And the shoe is on the other foot as the turret will be taken in mid. The trade is completed. Scion on the bot side will likely not get a whole lot. I wonder if the siege will keep going, though. Engine getting tagged there, dipping out of the wall, and that'll be the end of that maneuver.
Yeah, I also think it's really odd to see her from Fafnir. We have built only magic resistance. We do not care about this Ezreal damage whatsoever. We're just choosing to ignore that. We're going, wow, there's like 3 AP damages on the enemy side. I'm just going to build straight magic resistance. Interesting to see where he takes his item build for the future. See Naysayer here on the Anivia just kind of building up, got that Rod of Ages stacking, getting our way towards that burn item for ourselves, whatever that is, out of our Haunting guys. Trinity Force Mirror Mana, the classic from Resilient, coming out here on this Ezreal, just waiting to see until he gets that power spike. Hopefully should be here before this next dragon that spawns in about 90 seconds here. We are on the Cloud Drake, I think so, right? Yeah. Cloud.
Nope, it's fake. It's Hextech, I think.
Oh, it's Hextech. Thank you.
Yeah, it's Hextech.
Okay. Yes, I see the gates now. All right. So we have Hextech Drake, best soul in the game, probably. I would say definitely feels the most unfair to play against. Both these teams definitely going to want this. There isn't like a huge lead for either team. I want to say there is a 2k gold lead here for the side of the Optimus Falcons, which is nice to see from them, but I think it is pretty much all in the top side of this match. They have really got our Necro Demon down. He's down 70 CS as this Ornn. Unfortunately, he is Ornn, and that doesn't mean all that much. You saw in that last fight, despite being down 70 CS, it still took a lot of time to kill that guy. That's just going to continue. But we do have a flank coming in here from Fafnir, looking for this bot lane. Rook already going in.
Yeah, Rook gonna be getting caught up. Will be ulting right there. Here comes the Between Worlds, as the Kid will tag Rook on that hook, but Rook does have the GA passive now enabled. Will be resurrecting soon, as Fafnir fan will be hitting in the front, taking quite a lot of damage here. The Ezreal, really the only one going to be able to do any amount of damage into this, is now it looks like an Arkle Demon also taking a lot of damage, but not really dying either. As here comes Queenie dropping the chains to do a little bit of damage, but not really much else, as the pot shots continue to get shot into the Scion, who is not particularly bothered, and in the end, getting the 1 kill will be enough to allow the Falcons to take this Drake.
Yeah, just able to brute force that through there. Great job by Rook and Fafnir, just able to get so much space for their team. Just that choke point was just impossible to get through. You saw Anarchal tried to, and the rest of his team, right? Resilient, Queenie were not willing to get in there until after CC had been committed and things like that, and it just felt too late that Ornn felt like he was so far deep in it. See, the Stride Breaker is now finished here for Rook. That should help him chase down some of these more mobile and poke-oriented champions, help stick on them. I love to see that item. I think that is the item you should build as Zehen 100% of the time. I think Trinity Force is a bait, personally.
Yeah, I would... I guess I can't really know. I don't really know one way or the other for the Zehen. What items you build. I mean, to me, I'm pretty sure Bloodthirster's in there. But, you know,
That's
neither.
No.
Sorry, TFT.
Oh,
anyway.
sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was like,
look, I really only played TFT to know what this champ. That's all I know about Zehen is what he does is what he did in the TFT set he was in. So, you know, that's maybe should read his abilities at some point, but haven't had to yet, and I still won't. But in any case, we do have the Baron that is alive. Neither team really set up well, as an Arcal Demon will be in a little bit of danger here, having to flash out. Here comes Rook. Yeah, that is 5 gamers here to kill one Ornn, and that Ornn will be successfully killed, and not really a whole lot to trade on around the rest of the map, unfortunately. Resilience pushing in mid. You see Queenie taking the gate to try and join up with the Ezreal here, but Ezreal's only really going to get like a couple of plates, and they steal some chickens, but that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, just keeping him down while you can, right? If Ornn is dead, he isn't getting XP, which means he doesn't get to upgrade people's items. You know, that's thinking man's game. You know, the kid here is going to get knocked up by Fafnir. Don't think anything's going to come from this. Shia LaBeouf is on the wraparound here.
Ooh, getting caught in the hook. Not taking the lantern, though, so Naysayer will just be a little flapping of the wings to try and close that gap here. Is now on the bot. We do have Engine looking to try and tag Queenie. We'll claim the full combo there into the Morgana. Morgana still sitting on the Zanyas, but I don't think it would have been worth to burn on that, quite frankly, because he would have just delayed your death.
Yeah, kind of interesting to see like items coming in here. We see the Serrated Dark for 3rd item here for Resilient. That's pretty aggressive, considering we have not seen him land almost any damage, and Sion is a armor stacking tank on the other team. Zehen, I think, also gets a lot of resistances just because he is a fighter, so he has a lot of like high base armor. Gonna see the Trinity Force get upgraded. That's not a great
Huge.
one, but
that's that's a lot of stats that don't actually go up a whole lot.
Yeah.
So the problem with the Trinity Force is you want to, you know, like pick an item that has fewer stats, because then you get more value out of the individual.
All right, whatever.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We can pretend it's Infinity Force. Is the thing.
Yeah, I remember when ornaments had cool names and they did different things, and it was cool to upgrade them instead of this bastardized version we've seen. Why couldn't they just keep naming items? I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's too complicated. Too complicated.
Yeah. Can I get a stack check? Is Shia LaBeouf still...
All right.
Incredibly
You're going to
sad.
love this one. We are at 67.
6-7. Let's
6-7!
go. I think we're at 69 now, which is even greater of a number.
Oh, you know it. We are we are recalling at 69 stacks right here. Now we're talking. Now this is gaming right here.
Yeah. Shia is committing fully to this. I'm not a carry. I am just supporting my Zehen, who is the real carry of this game, and I kind of like it. We have Black Cleaver finished now. Pretty sure the static shiv, like on hit effects like Cleaver and stuff, spreads through everyone who gets hit by it. Yep. Rook here looking to go in. Fafnir as well. Oh, the wall
Oh,
is
yeah, we have the
down.
engage right here. It's going to be starting up as the Zehen ulti will go off. He will get the passive, so he will get the revive right here, but Queen Worlds will force back the rest of Queenie's Revenge as Ornn's sitting in the front, going to get chopped down eventually, but Zehen will be taken out by Ezreal. Now it's going to be the Kid trying to lock him up as Ezreal will pump a lot of damage into Engine. Engine missing out on the Q. Resilient stays alive. Now it's going to be Shia LaBeouf on this utility build. Will take down the Ezreal, but will fall in the process, and now it's just Naysayer and the Scion. Scion will likely
you don't do any
not
damage.
be able to close the gap here without ulti, without flash. The Anivia will fly away. Didn't even burn egg on this one. A 4 for 4.
Okay, we have finished our lethality item, and it was, of course, Serpent's Fang to deal with these Karma Shields, because that was the problem. Sure,
Yes.
whatever. Okay, we got
Scion. Scion Shield.
Yeah, Scion Shield. He's got a Kaenic Rickrun too. Oh, okay. I'm seeing the value. I don't really, but whatever. We're building a Last Whisper item now, which I support quite a bit. We'll say from Fafnir, maybe peel for your teammates instead of chasing the Kid. Don't think that guy is worth very much. Dragon restarted here by Queenie's Revenge. They're going for it. They're burning it down. Rook looking for the steal. Gets it!
Oh! Gets the steal, but will get punished for it. No way out. Will trade their life for it. That could be Baron, though, because that's 40 seconds on Rook. They could potentially look for it if they aren't really scared of the Aurora.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say, surely with Aurora ult, we can look for this. Scion has TP to join this. He can TP to this top wave here in like 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go. We're TPing to the top wave. We have Aurora ult. We have the gates as well. It's only 15 seconds now for Zehen.
Yeah, gotta keep note, though. We do still have all of...
first checking.
Engine just, alright, never mind. Engine face check that one. The hook goes wide, but Shia LaBeouf taken very low. Now Redest is walking into Ezreal and then dying, and oh no, it's a disaster, actually. As Shia LaBeouf just decides to stand still, there's an Ezreal there. Please, watch out! He's real, and he can't hurt you. Oh, Rook, don't do it. Rook, don't do it. Don't be a hero. Don't be a hero. Rook's gonna take
heroing.
Will not get the passive up and will drop, and that is 5 kills going over. At least they don't take the Baron, I guess. They should have... Oh, wait, they don't have Ezreal. So it would be... They don't take the Baron, but I feel like they're not too upset about that one.
Yeah, we got some seals that are getting very close to being upgraded into books. They should be upgraded into books. That's 10 and 9 I'm seeing on both Morgana and Anivia from all those kills in that 5 for 0. That was pretty big. Maybe the Optimus Falcons will get grouped together properly and let their tanks face check bushes for them. Who knows?
Yeah, that was very ill-advised.
Yeah, that was just a series of misplays. Don't really know what item spikes are coming through for them even. Like, I guess we're getting close to our 3rd item here, but that's just getting matched by Naysayer and the mid lane. Both of them gonna get their Rabadons. I'm pretty soon after one another. Shia LaBeouf is homeless with his build. He doesn't build anything useful for the next, 10 minutes until he gets, 4 items. We have our Giant Slayer now done here for Resilience, so he can actually hurt Fanfinal, who is still, not built a good armor item. I swear to God, the whatever that first item is in Sion's inventory, the purple helmet that I cannot remember. Yeah, I can only remember the Unspeakable Parasite, because that was actually cool. Shout out to Ornn Upgrades that ate you. Shout outs to them. But yeah, doesn't have anything really useful right now in terms of armor. Probably needs a lot of that because Ezreal's going to start hitting a lot harder. But we'll see how this fight progresses because Rook looking for it. I mean, they have Soul Point, right? The Falcons, they don't have to go for a next dragon fight. There's only one dragon for Queenie's Revenge. They can look for a steal. They can look for the Baron trade. There's a minute 40 till this next dragon. They've currently set up a death brush, and I have no idea who is going to walk into this.
Who's gonna walk that far? to get vision is the question. And if it's Thresh, yeah, you might be able to kill him, but he should have backup. The Queen's Revenge have not been playing that fast and loose this game, at least, as Scion gonna just be taking a lot of damage very slowly, but eventually, and this is going to now be...
surely we get vision around Baron or something after our Scion gets collapsed on by 3 people. We just Ezreal ulted to check it, to see if that was happening, despite Rook literally hitting our top laner in front of our face. That's fine. We burned a Nivea teleport as well. 50 seconds on the strike. We are setting up our own Death Brush to where someone might actually walk through.
Yes.
Please tell me Redis is not going to walk... Yeah,
it's going to be Karma.
Karma, there's no way you're going to face check this, is there? Oh, we've hooked a Scion. Don't think we want that one. He almost taken damage.
He's been hooked again. All right, he's taken damage. He's taken just about 900 HP of damage. Don't ask how much HP he has.
Yeah. Okay.
So, there goes another Ezreal ulti.
Yep.
Yeah, we're all just standing. We've reached ARAM. We've reached the ARAM part of the game.
It's NA peak amateur League of Legends, guys. Well, we have set up a top lane push, so there's going to be a big wave crashing up there. Fafnir just insisting on hitting Anarchal Demon. You really need to get those damage numbers up. Guys, there's no stats currently in the league. Riot has broken their API. It's been broken for several months now, and I don't think they're going to fix it.
Yeah, meanwhile, the Dragon is started, and there's going to be a potential fight here as an Anarchal Demon will be focused. But that's just the Ornn getting focused here. He's not able to get his ulti out, but Scion on the front will take quite a lot of damage. May actually fall. No, he will not. As the Malignance puddle will sit there. And that is the Ornn taken out. This could be a window. Scion does have the TP. Resilient gonna cancel that and flat... I
didn't see anything. That was
that was Arcane Shift, folks. That was Arcane Shift. You didn't see it.
Yeah.
Anyways, Queenie is still around. The Ezreal is still here, but on no mana and doesn't have flash for some reason. So I think they're just not gonna even attempt.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, Ezreal doesn't have flash. She just must have fat fingered it. I missed it somehow.
It must have been the wind.
Yeah. Oh, Hex Optics. Obviously, that's what we needed as Senna. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but it sounds very wrong.
Well, you do more damage based on how far away the enemy is. And Senna does have a lot of range. She is about at 100 stacks, so
that's respectable.
It's respectable, and should allow her to hit pretty safely and get that max Hex Optics damage onto pretty much everybody, unless they're literally on top of her. So,
yeah. Also think it's really interesting that we are splitting entirely. We are not utilizing our Baron push together whatsoever. There is so much wave clear on this Queenie's Revenge team. I do not think shoving these minions into towers one at a time is doing very much. Fanfear just ignoring Naysayer, just saying, yeah, that's nice that you are Nivea. I don't care. I have 350 MR or something with this Jack Show stacked. Gonna take down that bot lane tower there. Resilient now up here. Anarchal Demon, I don't know why they are getting focused at all. This isn't gonna be any sort of kills or anything. See if the kid can land anything towards Shia LaBeouf, who's kind of on their lonesome, interestingly enough, as the ADC, the Senna, trying to get those souls up and those levels up. That's going to be another tower taken to kind of get this gold lead bigger, but it's really, really close. This hasn't been a huge Baron play. It's gotten them a bit of a gold lead, but we're really setting up for that 2 minutes mark for this next dragon. Rook dashing by, the kid says, you're not going to land that hook. Oh, there's an Ornn horn on the
you're
Redist.
Not him. Who is him is the Ornn going to land that onto Redist, but Redist will just walk away. So somehow getting out of dodge from all that CC, able to survive that one, as we have about 2 minutes on the Drake, so still a pretty long ways away for that one. The Baron is still ticking for just about 30 more seconds. We'll see if they can't get this mid inner turret, as Fafnir is just going to just literally just stand here and take
Yeah.
all the damage.
Yeah, they're killing him. They're getting him. They're getting him. Look at how much they're getting him.
Someday.
So much. So much. So dead.
Yeah,
He is
and there he
probably
goes.
just gonna
Goodbye.
ult away. Yeah. Yep. Train time.
So we do have a smite going down into the mid lane, but nothing to follow up on the slows there. As the Baron ticks off, and there goes the Baron maneuver. Not too terrible, but could have gotten more.
Yeah, I mean, they picked up like 4K from that Baron. That was a pretty good Baron. They got them almost all of the outer towers. There is such huge waves also getting funneled into them from this top and bot wave. I don't know if Queenies have set this up actually, or it's just naturally happened, but someone needs to catch those. Look at all those minions in the top and mid and bot waves. And this dragon is spawning.
Yep. It's would be very nice if we got those objectives. Don't want to just leave that to chance here, as
our super tank is not anywhere near the rest of our team. I'm
of course.
I'm not
Why
a
would he
big
be?
fan of this. Yeah, why would he be standing in front of my entire team? Surely he needs to be the one collecting this bot wave. It is imperative that our Scion gets tanked.
Why don't we have Aurora split?
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like that would be a better use of our time, is having the Aurora split, as the dragon will spawn. It is the Hextech Drake, as Fafnir will take no damage, just feeling okay. That is a massive wave on top, though.
Yeah.
I'm picturing the gold going away there as I watch that wave die on the mini map. As Fafnir's going to take a lot of shots here in the front side. The Ornn ulti is going to go through, but not get a whole lot out of it. As, a hook onto Shia LaBeouf. And Arkle Demon will land a knockup, but there's going to be no other follow-up there. A good decimating smash will tag 3, and Arkle Demon will drop first. Scion is literally unkillable, as Rook's going to be on the front. We'll get his ulti off. He'll trigger his passive. So even if he goes down, he will revive. Will get shielded by Karma to make sure he stays alive, so he loses the revive passive capabilities, as now Engine's flashing over the wall, trying to close the gap, trying to get close to get any more damage out. Ezreal gonna tag one there as Fafnir finally goes down, but losing 3 and the Drake on this.
Yeah, the Hextech Soul going over. Scion proves that what is Queenie's Revenge problem of this comp? It is that they have no damage whatsoever to kill a Scion. Obviously this game would get to 40 minutes and Scion is unkillable because he was strong-sided. How could we not see the vision?
We should have known Scion would be strong-sided.
Yeah.
They have Karma Senna. That's a support lane. That's a utility.
Yeah.
Who are they supporting? Scion! Obviously!
Yeah, and he has a Giant's Belt in his inventory. Is this building towards damage? Are we going to build a Hearthstone
He had
item?
a tunneler for a second. I think what's more confusing is he was sitting on a tunneler, and now he's back. Okay, now there goes the Giant's Belt. We have the Bramble. For who?
For all this healing.
For once!
The Endless Hunger Ezreal.
Just get Titanic Hydra. Dude, just get, Titanic Hydra.
Yeah,
honestly.
Honestly, yeah, I would agree with you. Or we could build, the support item that's good for our Senna that gives, the healing and stuff. That's also
Knight's
useful.
Vow?
Yeah, Knight's Vow. That item is broken. It got buffed. I swear to God, you should build it every game now. It's so good.
Yeah, every game on every champion, especially Rengar, I think is a good Knight's Vow user, historically speaking.
Yeah, you dive in with your dive buddy and you both have one on each other. It's a lot of synergy.
Nice. Thinking, what was it? Was it a Chinese one trick or a Chinese pro that did the Knight's Vow Rengar stuff?
Oh, okay. I have no idea. I thought you were just making some random.
No, that was real. There was a guy who actually built Knight's Vow on Rengar. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, I'm really glad we're watching these top laners hit each other. An Arkle Demon just can do so much damage to the Scion, and Scion can hurt him so much as well.
Okay, we do have a hook going to be going in. Neither of these tanks are going to be here for this fight, and that is pretty tragic, as Redes will drop first. Between Worlds will go out as we try to get enough resilience but Resilient will be resilient enough to stay alive, as that's going to be the entirety of our team dropping because our Scion is split pushing for reasons not known by God or man. As here comes
winning the fight.
Ezreal picking up one. Back to Scion, who is gonna split push.
Yeah, and
do we lose?
Yeah, they lost.
We lose.
Yeah. He's looking to... He doesn't have ult. He's trying to, like, get somewhere to TP, I guess. But we have lost. Nice. Scion was the real carry. That's going to get canceled here. Nice. Oh my god, he didn't auto.
Oh my god, he actually got out. That's incredible. That might have saved the game.
Yeah,
but we do take a lot of damage here. Redest is the only person left alive. 9 seconds on Rook. But that will be enough to delay the push and stop them. But now the target will be the Baron, and it'll be still a 4v5 here, because Scion's sitting on a 45-second death timer.
I mean, yeah, the Baron goes over to Queenies here. There's no way we contest this. But we did get an inhib in the base as well. So we have matched inhib for inhib here, so there's no extra health, so the waves aren't going to sway in any direction wildly. And Queenie's Revenge are just setting up a death brush. Engine is going to face check this again, isn't he?
Engine,
okay,
don't
thank
do
God.
It. Engine, don't do it.
Don't do it.
I
swear to God,
man. You have so much
man.
to live for. Oh man,
yeah.
okay. They really
There's
just,
the blue ward on the Baron, right? So they know it's not
yes.
getting hit. So
they have no reason to walk towards it.
Yeah. Senna, I'm sure, is getting to the stack point where she's actually useful and has range. She has built an Infinity Edge, so we do damage now too. That's pretty good. Rook continues to build items. He is gonna just die like in every fight, like we were picturing, is kind of how the last type of fights have gone. But surely Fafnir, our unkillable Demon King of Scion, is just going to sit in between us and the enemy team, and we're gonna win off of that. Because I still don't know.
If we have Scion in front of us, we do have Thornmail finally completed here. This was a good item purchase. Don't ask, first of all, who's auto-attacking him, and second of all, how much healing we're cutting. Don't ask those questions. We have it.
Yep.
As... yeah, just some damage going to come out. A root lands. Okay, we have some CC going in onto Rook. Here comes the Ornn Horn being pulled, and it will get called. That's going to be 3 points to a Narcle Demon on that one. Not quite connecting onto anyone, as the turret will drop for not a whole lot of investment, although we do see the Thresh burning the Ignite. Karma burnt heal. These combat sums that don't mean a whole lot. Oh yeah, Rook did flash. That's the useful. Most value.
Yep, and there's 45 seconds here till this Elder Dragon is spawning, as we can see in that top right counter. Shia LaBeouf just going to stick with the NA ARAM. They're going to wait. They have the inside track. They can kill these super minions. And they force someone to go down to bot lane to deal with them. That's a great Anivia wall, but we're just... oh, we've trapped Fafnir. He's taking so much damage. Look, he's almost at half health.
Ah, yes. Now imagine if the Stormmail was like a Warmogs.
Yeah, another fantastic item.
At least we could, like, heal out of combat.
Fafnir?
Fafnir?
He just killed himself.
Oh, he's dead.
He flashed.
Okay, he has flash. He still has flash. If Fafnir dies, the game's over. So, Resilient will be caught in the front side by the Decimating Smash. That is so much damage coming out here. Rook gonna cut through.
Rook.
And Senna actually doing a lot of damage now. With the help of Rook and Engine.
End the game through bot lane.
We end the game. Okay.
Caster Curse, baby. It's there. We went... there's no way this team isn't going to win. And surely they win because of it. The Caster Curse is strong. They have all the time in the world. There's so little damage here. Resilient, I guess. Oh, Engine's just going to go in on him.
Yeah. Engine's going to try and go in as Resilient take it, trying to get any pot shots as possible, as Fafnir will just walk at this guy. And I think that is the right choice here. What is this guy going to do to you? He's going to do not a whole lot. As Shia LaBeouf with the range will just be getting pot shots here, and that will be the game getting picked up for the side of the Falcons, taking down Queen's Revenge.
Yeah. And like we mentioned, this is a series, like this group is so close that these game wins matter like a lot. Like if Queen Revenge goes 0-2, there's a pretty good chance they are missing playoffs. Like they have to win this next game. It's not, oh, they need to win the series like to get it guaranteed in. It's like if they get 0-2, I'm pretty sure they're out of playoffs.
Yeah, it is a it is a narrow margin for both of these teams here, and the Falcons have got themselves into a good spot here. Looks like our teams will be staying on the same sides here in game 2. We'll see what they cook up for us in the draft after a short little break. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to game 2 of our series, the draft for game 2, between the Falcons and Queen's Revenge. So, Falcons had a very interesting route to victory in game 1. Through the power of unkillable Demon King Scion, they were able to find success. In game 2 here, they're going to have to play maybe a little bit smarter if they want to try and get through. Both of those big hyper tanks are off the table, so in the Ornn and Scion. So we'll see what our teams have in store for us here, as likely not a lot's going to change between the bands, I would imagine, unless the teams have thought up some new radical strategy.
Yeah, I mean, the Falcons 3-banned Queenie last game, round 1. Looks like they're continuing with that strat, trying to get them off their comfort picks. Have to see if they maybe decide if they want to keep one of those up and see if they can first pick it. No, they're just going to go for 3 kind of AP junglers that Queenie is really famous for. There's the Jarvan as well going away. I don't know why every team is first picking this. I don't think Jarvan is first pickable, if I'm being real here.
No.
Even in like pro, he's like first pick all the time, and I'm always kind of like, but why? Like unless you are like directly getting something that's really good with him. But anyway, I digress. We have gotten through our bans. They are the same for the Falcons, I believe, and for Queenies, they have gotten rid of some real big power picks. Wonder what the Falcons are going to take first pick. That's a first pick, Jin.
That is a champion that you can indeed first pick if you decide to.
Yeah.
In the sense that he's been picked in the first slot.
Well, the one
Not
good thing
my
I will
idea.
say is that there's no super tanks. You can't just go, well, we're going to take Scion because you've picked Jin, or take Horn because you picked Jin, and then Jin is absolutely crying. But, hey, those are gone. Oh my god, we're playing a Lucian.
Nami?
Like, this is what we're going out on. We're playing Lucian. Lucian like Milio, I'm guessing. Please just don't take your support here and just take a jungler. That's all I'm saying. Lucian Nami isn't real. It's not real.
Stop pretending.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Lucian Nefiri. Very good.
Sure, whatever.
Much better.
I don't know. Nefiri is like the AD jungle, like assassin flavor of the month. I'm not really high on it. I feel like there's better AD assassins if you want to be playing a jungler. Even though she is like good because of just like all the pack mechanics of like being able to dodge key skill shots. You don't know what key skill shots there are to dodge. You're like you're first rotationing it. So Wukong here going to get taken for the Falcons. That's another good pick. That's just generally a good jungler. The Fury isn't exactly like the early game powerhouse of like ganking and stuff, so Wukong's quite good. He's really good into Lucian because Lucian is such short range. Gets that armor bonus, which is good into both Nefiri and Lucian. Support this pick. Gives consistent DPS almost in team fights, which is probably good because you have Jin, because he doesn't have that. And now we're going to pick some sort of support. That's a Nautilus.
The support.
Yeah.
We're putting together like a regular composition here that's not like the most exciting thing.
Yeah.
Or the most damaging composition yet, but you know, in our round 2, we could definitely shore that up. As the Nefiri here, I will say I do agree. I just don't really like AD assassin junglers in general. I feel like there's a world for them, but it has to be in later stages of the draft. You can't just pick it early because they kind of suffer.
Are we just going to ignore the fact that we've picked Sejuani randomly on 3?
Yeah, it's Sejuani top. What do you mean? It's normal.
Okay. What were we worried that was getting banned from us?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my mistake then.
they're gonna take away our Sejuani.
Yeah,
she's a
sorry.
high priority pick. Didn't you see it got picked in LCS or whatever?
Surely it must be. I like Sejuani top. Like I play it a lot. I'm one of those weirdos who actually knows how this champion works. It's not very good. I will just flat out say.
What?
Yeah, shocker, but like she is like powerful. It's just like the main thing that I think is like good about her is that she's like a flex pick. I don't know. Is this maybe a flex pick? Does our mid laner play Nefiri mid? Yes. Naysayer does have Nefiri mid games. So that is available to them. Tarek currently getting hovered. I love this champion also, but he is incredibly hard to play. You actually have to have someone who you can auto attack to utilize his passive, which is the best part of his kit. Don't really have that. You can just counter E when you get hooked by Nautilus, and I guess that's what we're going for.
Yeah, that will be, I suppose, the plan.
Yeah. I mean, you have really good people to like use WE combos with Nefiri and Sejuani. Both those champions are good with it. Lucian also as well can like provide you with that angle. I was about to say, I feel like if we just pick champions who kind of don't let ourselves get dashed into, we're going to win. Talia seems good. I think Vigar also seems like really good here. He probably gets absolutely eaten alive by Nefiri, but...
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But it's probably going to be like Nefiri jungle, so...
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I guess it's a flex.
Yeah, Queenie doesn't really play stuff except AP junglers from what I've seen, and they also have like a Kindred that I know of.
Okay.
So I don't think that this is Nefiri jungle. I'm pretty sure this is Nefiri mid.
Okay,
Jax into Sejuani.
Yakes.
That's
Beautiful.
not a... No, that's not a good one. Okay. All right. Well, we have no front line now as the Falcons, and the enemy
No.
team has a lot of CC and engage and upfront burst damage.
Yes.
And we have picked a split pusher, so I'm hating their draft a lot again.
All of these things are true.
Yeah,
However,
okay.
We still need to see what Queenie's Revenge will pick here, and that
Obvious.
is Pantheon.
Sure.
The Pantheon jungle to...
Yeah. Yeah, round it out. Why not?
Oh, this Queenie's Revenge comp dies after 20 minutes.
I was about to say, yeah, they have identified the early game win condition, and they're on it. So we have a lot of synergy from Sejuani passive, like Sejuani E. Lots of people can proc that. We got Neferi to proc it. We got Pantheon to proc it. We got Tarek to proc it. We have tons of CC to shut down people. Our issue is we have picked 5 or 4 champions who are absolutely horrendous into Talia. Like, oh my god, the Talia value is crazy this game, I will say. Jhin also seems really, really good into this comp that Queenie's Revenge is playing. They're playing a whole bunch of dive, and Jhin is like the safest ADC you can play now that Ezreal is gone. So I support this for the Falcons. They've also picked a split pusher. If this game somehow ever goes late, they win because they have Jax. Straight up. That's how Jax works. Sejuani does poop on this guy in lane. Hopefully we know how to play Sejuani top at Anarchical Demon, because I'm still assuming this is where this is going. Maybe it's Pantheon top and we're playing Sejuani jungle. I don't know where any of these are going. No? You know
there's no way. There's no way we play Pantheon top. It's not that's like even less than real.
Yeah, okay. So hopefully we know how Sejuani top works and Anarchical Demon. If you don't build Rylai's, I'm gonna be so mad at you. Anyway, I think the Falcons are gonna pull off a 2-0 upset here. That's my take going into this one. I guess I'm throwing the curse out because I want to see a game 3 or something. I don't know. I feel like they have... This Talia, I literally think, saved the draft. If this was any other pick, I would take Queenie's Revenge and just say they're just going to win because they're going to snowball. But I think this Talia is going to stonewall them super duper hard. As long as they do their job, I think the Falcons win. They just have to make it 20 minutes.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm not a big fan of these early game rushdown compositions, especially at this level of play. It just requires so much execution, and based on what we saw last game, I don't know if this team is capable of it. But to be different here, I'm gonna go ahead and go for Queenie's Revenge, because I think that they will just stomp them. They'll figure it out, and Sejuani will bring us to the promised land. And that's how it works. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and throw it to a break as our players get themselves ready and into game 2. We'll see you in a few minutes after the break. All right, everybody, we are here in on the Rift for Game 2 of our series between the Falcons and Queen's Revenge. Same sides as Game 1, Falcons on blue, Queen on red, as we do have some updated info here. It is going to be the Pantheon top, something that I did not know was still real. You don't really see it a whole lot. Allegedly, this is a good pick into the Jax, though, so we'll see if that's the case. Our junglers looking like they're starting on opposite sides here, so that could be interesting to see that develop this game. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Anything stand out to you here at the start? Doesn't look like there's anything too out of the ordinary.
Is Deathfire Touch normal on the Fury? That looks weird. That looks weird to me.
I don't think so, but it might be. I guess like the dogs.
Yeah, I knew this champion is like a Conqueror champion, right? And then
that was what I thought, but
yeah,
maybe laning's different, because this is in fact a laning Neferi, as Stalia just doing quite a lot of damage into the Neferi here. As okay, we do have the engage right now. The Ignite's gonna get popped. Flash traded, not traded yet. Okay, never mind, it is traded, and that'll be first blood here. That Counter-Strike is gone, and that means Jax is gone as well.
Yeah, so how this matchup works is that you just don't die if you are Jax, and you win, generally. But if you just eat all this poke from an Narco Demon, and you're unable to push your wave in, you do lose. This is the other thing that we can see there, that you can buffer the E-stun with your own E-shield as an Narco Demon, and then you're able to just go in after, and it's pretty good. So that's also like the other reason, but this is just one of those matchups that you fall off a cliff, right? Pantheon is pretty infamous for it. He's really bad as the game gets later and later. He's not like old Renekton values of bad, but interesting to see how this game goes. There's an engage in, but the Dazzle is back there from the kid. It'll land that stun.
Little interesting there. Just a little bit of a damage trade on the bot side, as on the top side a bit of a damage trade.
Yeah,
as Fafnir is getting chunked out, but there is no mana for an Arkle Demon, so not even those little spear pokes will be going through here. We'll have to reset at some point. Without TP, it'll be a little bit rough to get out of lane, so we'll have to be careful about that. Nautilus roaming up to protect Rook on the Scuttle will allow the Kid and Resilient to just get positioning here, as now they're going to be looking for a gank. Rook will...
He's recalling. What?
Yeah, the recall here. Resilient will try and recall out of here, but that is not going to work, as the root will go through. Rook will close the gap, and that'll be taken down there. Back in lane, there was supportal combat going on, as the exhaust will get blown. Now under turret.
Oh my god, they played that so bad.
We'll get the huge Counter-Strike! That's a disaster! God. And with the red buff, the Yakes claims 2. Oh no, that could not have gone worse.
I will say this, straight up good play from Fafnir here, but goddamn, Queenie and Anarcho played that bad too. You guys literally just had to wait. One of you goes in to bait out the Counter-Strike, and instead they both got hit by it, and they did it after they got turret aggro as well. Queenie autoed him before he committed the E. Oh, that was a disaster.
Oh boy,
there's another big poke. The kid
out from Redust. Oh man, the damage is huge.
Yeah, because you could see there was no mana there for the kid, so he can't do anything. Resilient also very, very low. Anarcho Demon? I don't know if you want that smoke, man.
Yeah,
are we gonna hook randomly into this bush? No.
I love it. I do it. No. I do it here. Man. We're playing smart. That was a smart choice to not hook into nothing when your gen has no resources and no damage. But we'll get a good reset here, as the top side, the Pantheon will have to recall again. Does pick up the level 6 before the recall, so Honestly, I mean, at least in terms of levels, still staying relatively even, but those 2 kills going into Jax's pocket are huge because Jax is one of those champions that really requires that first item before he's able to do a whole lot of anything damage-wise. And his first item just so
Oh,
happens to be
here's
the
the
most
ult.
expensive in the game, as we have the engage here from Anarchal Demon, who will still take quite a bit of damage here. It's going to be an even HP trade with
Yeah.
Fafnir, as Anarchal Demon burns the ulti for it. Does have the ignite, though, so we'll have that for the next engage, as Fafnir's waiting. Fafnir's going to look, ooh, just doing a little bit of chip damage, scaring him a little bit.
Yeah, and we can see Queenie as well as identified that, hey, I need to snowball. Who's the person on my team I want to snowball the most? It's Pantheon. But we're not level 6 as Queenie here, so...
Oh, here comes Nefiri. Fafnir fan is going to almost certainly die. Will pop up the Counter-Strike. Will jump the wall, but not quite able to get out. A good attempt from Fafnir fan, but not able to get out of there, and will now drop quite a lot in terms of XP and gold.
Yeah, that's some big ways denied from them. I absolutely also hate that we have not built any armor yet into the full AD composition on the bot side. Here's a big crit coming in here, and Rook is on the roam.
Oh yeah, Rook's on the roam. We're under the turret with the Cyclone, but the turret will do a ton of damage ramped up there. Shia LaBeouf taking a huge chunk on the backside there. The sniper's scope on that turret's laser will hurt Shia LaBeouf quite a bit. No kills on the dive here, and with Tarek having the Cosmic Radiance, likely none to be seen. Just picking up a plate and getting out. As there is an invade on top side that will get something.
Yeah, probably blue buff taken away there. Is Queenie able to steal that
Yep.
away? Sejuani isn't exactly the fastest clearer of camps. He can't get extra, but here's the Ignite dropped by Anarchal.
Yeah, this could be a kill. It should be a kill, as that'll be Fafnir fan taken out again up here. As now Queenie will try and get some damage, but that's going to be a great flip back into the little pebbles, as that'll be taken out there. Queenie getting punished for that, just staying around a little too long, and there'll be a kill into Rook's pocket.
Yeah, that's Unraveled Earth. Those pebbles that you can see getting thrown down
Yes.
constantly there from Engine is just so annoying. I had highlighted in the draft. You can see just all the dashes that this team wants to do. They're just, it seems like a wall almost, because, it stuns you if you try and get over them. Sets up into these seismic shoves, and you have a fair amount of stuff to actually set up into these shoves as well, right? We have Counter-Strike, we have the Nautilus hooks, we have Nautilus R. Shia LaBeouf, also, I'm a big fan of this. We've backed and we've bought items that do damage.
AD.
We
bought AD.
We bought
What?
real AD instead
Jhin
of
players don't do this.
Yeah, Jhin players for some reason seem allergic to doing this. They like to build like random utility things. I swear to God, guys, just build AD items. They're good. Rook here looking for something on the inner goal. That's flash burn. That's pretty big.
Yeah, that's nice. If nothing else, could look for something else later with a roam. But man, yeah, this Jhin is hitting pretty hard with the BF sword on that first back coming into this lane. This might just be a straight up IE rush, which I think is a lot of fun. I don't know if it's good per se, but it is fun, and it does do a lot of damage. As Rook is going to get some Cyclone damage out, getting the knockups onto Queenie. Queenie will be locked down a little bit, but that Aftershock shielding will negate quite a bit of it, as Rook is going to get taken very critically low here. The piercing, well, that's actually the Lucent Singular. Nope, that's Lux's Q. It is Ardent Blaze.
Yeah.
Ardent Blaze. We'll claim that one. That's an ability that you don't really think a whole lot about with the Lucian.
Yeah, that is definitely an ability that Lucian has in his kit that you just kind of go, yeah, that's there. That's the proc my passive.
Yep, that's it. You throw it out so then you can you proc your passive and then dash, and it gives you a little bit of movement speed. If you're full AP Lucian, it's your main damage ability. But don't do that. Don't do that. Please.
Yeah.
especially in my ARAM games. Please stop.
What do you mean? It's so fun to do the maximum damage drive-bys.
Yeah, it's funny. No, I can't deny it. It's a little funny.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay. Messing up
Look.
on that auto. Yeah. I don't think we really want this.
No, we're taking it anyways, though. Here comes the Cosmic Radiance as now LaBeouf will be able to get out. That is going to be the depth charge. 2 flashes blown on that as now Resilient
here now.
will get hooked, but here comes Queenie without the Glacial Prison, but will not need it as Redest will drop. And here comes Engine teleporting in from top side to come back into mid lane here. Rook is waiting in the wings. I don't think they have info on Rook here, but I don't think you want to take this one. Sejuani ulti will be back up soon. That is a good culling there, doing quite a bit of damage. Now Shia LaBeouf pinned under tower. Engine is here. The barrier will come out. Not going to be able to do enough as Naysayer will reset that turret aggro and get out. 1 kill down, but it's going to be Rook and Engine. Here comes the Glacial Prison. Now it's going to be a lot of damage into Engine, who will drop here. And the HP bars are still very nice and healthy on the side of Queen's Revenge as they pick up 2 on the bot side.
Yeah, getting up there a little bit in the gold lead. You can see it jump into 3K here. It's pretty big. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get that first dragon of the game, or the first herald, or the set of Grubulons. Sorry, not the herald. Herald is not spawned yet, as we can see, but that's some pretty big wins here, I want to say, for Rook here. I have no idea why they are so committed to killing himself. Fafnir,
please
just literally farm under your tower, bro. I do not... If Pantheon says, I'm going to proxy you, you go, okay, bro. I'm going to proxy back.
Yes, sir.
I will handshake, yeah. If I do not have to get poked by your spear, I will say yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm going to continue farming these minions so I can eventually get my Triforce. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're bothering to try and get the smoke here from Pantheon. He kills you to death.
Yeah,
you're 2 levels down.
Yeah, level 11's also really big as Pantheon. Not like the actual Grand Starfall ability, but the more points you put into that, the more free armor pen you just get as Pantheon. That was one of the fixes they did to make him not the worst scaling champion in the game. Engine here looking like they're dead.
Yeah, Engine looking a little worse for wear. Here comes the stun that will just be an easy pickup. The power of the Sejuani with this melee mid laner getting a lot of damage out here. And yeah, this early aggression from the side of Queen's Revenge is what we wanted to see. We'll see what else they can get out of it, though, because they are still on the clock.
Yeah, they do have a gold lead, right? It is 3K, but it's 3K at 15 minutes. That's a big lead, but it's not a ginormous lead. And they need a ginormous lead here. I would also like to say Redist has bought a Knight's Vow and has not used it onto Shia LaBeouf. I don't know if that is intentional. I'm hoping it is not.
I don't think it is, and we will not see it come through, as that will just be an easy pickup on the side. The Glacial Prison converting into another kill into Resilience pocket, as Shia LaBeouf left on their lonesome. There should not be a dive here, though, as the Jhin did recall, and now on the top side, we're going to see Fafnir just trying to auto-attack trade, as now Rook is under tower. Never mind, there was a dive. It was onto the Wukong for reasons, as the ultis will get fired here. The Weaver's Wall will cut Resilient out, and now the kid's gonna get cut off as well by the Unraveled Ground, and that's gonna be a big shutdown going into Engine's pocket.
Yeah, pretty big throw, I want to say. They kind of cut down that gold lead. Fafnir here's roamed on the Naysayer.
Ooh, Fafnir is looking for something and actually might find it. The dogs all getting thrown around, but Fafnir not able to close that one out. Just not enough damage. Here comes Redist. Will be around. The stun will eventually come through onto Fafnir, but the counter-strike keeps them safe. Resilient is here, but not able to get a whole lot done. Pantheon's on the side, doesn't have ulti, will secure the turret instead. as the Herald will get started up and almost certainly secured as Queenie is off the table. Shia LaBeouf also getting a lot of gold on bots.
Yeah, I mean, they're rotating 5-man up for this. They want to fight this, but Rook is taking the Herald, and they're just going to run. They don't have a top lane tower to run to, though.
Yeah, the culling will cut into Redis's HP. Here comes the death charge. That's going to be Naysayer diving in on 0 HP. Will die. But here comes an Arkle Demon. Will jump in. Going to get 2 on that. Is Resilience going to try and cut down Fafnir here and will get cut down themselves or slammed down by the lamppost, as here is another kill going to be into Fafnir's pocket. Going to wait to close the gap. Oh, no! I did not know that that was how that interaction worked, but as it turns out, Leap Strike is an auto attack, and if you are stunned, you cannot deal damage even though you are mid-flight.
I think that was actually, the kid using his W there, the
shield?
The Bastion. Yeah, the shield on himself, actually.
Just a little bit of shielding might have made the difference there. I feel like the shield didn't move. That was just no damage went through.
To be fair, Leap Strike at level 1 does not a lot of damage.
It's literally like an auto attack. So
yeah.
In either case, Fafnir fan getting caught by the Glacial Prison will be a little unfortunate. Could have gotten more there, but does have the Triforce completed now, so that is very good for them. They are now officially in the game.
Yeah, but Arkle Demon is pulling ahead here. He has almost 2 items completed. He has this roam down timer as well that he gets to be in the bot lane because he's finished that top lane tower that he gets to now join up with his team and try and exert his pressure. This is going to be another Hextech Soul map, which is great if you are trying to snowball as this team. That's the Soul you want to see. Gonna have to see if Queenie's Revenge are able to keep pushing this lead. They do have a dive opportunity here onto Shia LaBeouf. I don't know if they know that, but Shia LaBeouf is by themselves here.
Yeah, they likely won't figure it out as they're all heading up to Rook, who has been caught out in the enemy jungle. We'll get over the wall. There goes the Knight's Vow. We see it clicked on it to Rook. That is good to see. Okay. What I think is a little unfortunate here is this early game composition actually didn't get all of the early Drakes. So they gave up one of the first 2 Drakes, and that now is going to delay the soul for them by another 5 minutes. Even if they get the next 2 Drakes, it is still going to be quite a lot of time invested into waiting for this soul. And that is time that Talia and Jin can use to get items, and the Jax especially can use to get items and levels into themselves. But now this Pantheon on the 2 items, Nefiri on 2 items, Lucian getting pretty close to that 2-item breakpoint for themselves, so a lot of big spikes will be coming in for this Queen's Revenge roster as Engine will be the target. The dogs will let loose some war in the bot side. As now we're going to be a return on the top side. It's going to be the trade. The Cyclone goes out. Not a whole lot of damage, though, immediately as an Arkle Demon will eventually get taken down. A big shutdown for the Yakes here. That is nice to see as a hook goes in to the Lucian, but Shia LaBeouf is not around to dodge out onto the roots. Here comes the the Cosmic Radiance will allow Redest to be chunked a little bit more here, as here over the wall comes Fafnir. The counter-strike will eventually go through as the root lands. Now you know the kid will be the next target, but here comes the TP in from Naysayer. They'll be saying nay to going in on that one. So that'll be 2 kills picked up for the side of the Falcons, as it is a back-and-forth endeavor at the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, and the gold lead that was 3K just 5 minutes ago has completely evaporated. It's now in the favor of Falcons. They have officially picked up the gold lead, and in Queen's Revenge mind, it is time to panic. We are not winning our mid-game skirmishes. We are currently losing, and the enemy team is probably going to outscale us because they are just going to get to build armor at one point, and we're going to start struggling mightily. I think as Queens, it's 2 minutes is this dragon, and if you don't get that, the game seems like it might be over. Resilient really needs to get their big damage spike in. They need a BF sword, I think, to pick up or something. in these next 2 minutes because they don't have anything engined here. Getting jumped on again by Queenie, who's going to burn that Glacial Prison, but this should be a setup kill here for
Yep, that
Naysayer.
is. It's a freebie there. In onto
Yeah.
Engine is now Fafnir. Will try and take this fight up on an Arkle Demon, but still you don't win. You
Yeah.
still don't win. Good, big news. I'd like to inform you, don't win that one.
Yeah, you do need levels. That is how you win as Jax generally. You also need to not run directly into Pantheon Qs. The poke hurts a lot. Naysayer is getting a lot of damage down here on this tower. They are maybe going to be able to pick up this tier 2, and if they are, that is an enormous gold lead that they're going to be able to put into this Nefiri.
Yeah, I believe this is the Glizzy Guardian skin on the Nefiri. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Well, it is a very funny skin. It's is a good one. Is a good one. It's a chroma though. It's a weird chroma.
Yeah, they look like some sort of veggie dog instead of a hot dog.
It's like a tofu dog. I don't know. It's not. That's not me. I'm sure it could be good. It's not for me though, personally. In any case, though, we have about 30 seconds on to the next Drake. Resilient, getting a lot of damage in on the Shiloh buff. Rook's going to be caught in the jungle as Vision will be set up by the side of Queen's Revenge as they are looking to just claim this next Drake, and that is what they need to do to stay in this one. Any more time that can be delayed is time that the Falcons would love to have.
Yeah, I mean, they have a great setup here. Reddit's going to have to face check.
Ooh,
Flashes
here comes
out.
the face check. That's going to be a TP in from Fafnir. Will not get jumped on immediately, though. Here comes the counter-strike. The Cosmic Radiance will fall. It's going to be landing in onto 4. The fight's kind of stopped as the Cosmic Radiance will time out. Redist will drop on the front. Here comes the rest of the Queen's Revenge roster.
What a shove.
Will get flipped back by the Seismic Shove and the Cyclones popping them up, popping them around. And here comes all the damage stacked up by Fafnir Fan, the root from the Jhin. And now it's just Queenie left alone. Will get her revenge on 1, but that is going to be an ace going over to the Falcons, and a Drake almost certainly will follow.
Yeah, I mean, it is worth mentioning we are on the Hextech Rifts. There is the Hextech Gates to get you back on the map quicker, but this is going to be like 4 plates going down in this tower. They probably get this tier 2 as well, which is another huge gold lead for them. And this is a pretty exciting one here, but man, you gotta feel as Queenie's Revenge. That might be it. That might have been your fight to win, and it might be gone. That was a huge injection of gold, and we're just seeing armor now actually coming through. We see the double cloth armors in inventory for Wukong here. We see the whatever that component is called for Jax that lets you build Death Stance or GA, the belt thing, whatever
it is.
An armor
Steel Sigil.
Yeah, sure. That's
in 1,000 years, I never would have guessed it was those 2 words.
Yeah.
I never would have been able to think of that.
But anyway, that's armor coming through. We see lots on Nautilus as well. Engine here is probably about to die. That's not great.
Yeah. Engine is very likely dead. Yep, there goes the Weaver's Wall for emotional support, but not actually support for them.
Redis?
As Redist will get not taken out here. We'll just kind of be hovering around. Here comes the curtain call. Now that Rook's here, they may try and turn it back around. Here comes the Jhin. We'll try and get up there as well, but Nefiri and Sejuani are moving. Jax does not have the TP and will just be splitting on the side. And that is where you want your Jax at this point in the game, is just on that side lane, trying to contest somebody. I think Pantheon probably still wins, maybe? I guess we'll find out, as here comes the Pantheon diving in on to the Jax. Fafnir Fan not really wanting to take this fight, but will just get the stun, get over the wall, and get out, unless Nefiri cuts them off. Nope. Leap Strike taking the gates out.
In the words of Trick 2G, the gates have been broken open.
That's an old
Uh,
one.
yeah, yeah.
I
That was
I still say that. I
yeah,
still I still say D Gates.
yeah.
Or is it
Okay.
D Kane? The gates are open.
Yeah.
Uh, I do play Udyr, so sometimes I think about that.
Oh right, you have to then. If you play Udyr, you gotta respect the OG. But
Yeah.
anyway, back to our game. 17 to 18, kills dead even here. Queenie's Revenge grouping up, looking for this mid lane, and our Gold Demon is level 16, which is another huge point. Getting all that armor pen available for themselves. Fafnir still doesn't have his Death Stance done. Oh, that was very close. Queenie gonna get able to get out of that one, but Jax still isn't winning yet. Still has a while to go till they hit 16 themselves, which is pretty big for them. Giving you that rank 3 ult just gives you more armor and stuff. There's that finished up now for Jax. And we got 2 minutes till Drake. Baron is up on the table, but neither of these teams really, rip through that very quickly. Both of them have pretty slow Baron takes. It's not like either team's going to be able to really steal one of those, I don't imagine. So, mostly, I think the fights are going to be resolving around these dragons. Have to see just who's able to get these flanks off, because Queen's Revenge have 3 champions exceptional at it. They have to be able to get a culling into a assassination from either Naysayer or Anarchal Demon, I think, to get back into this one.
Yeah, they are gonna have to try and make that happen.
Yeah.
As for right now, it's just kind of slowed down here as our teams wait for this next Drake. It will be soul point, not soul, for one of these two teams. And again, that is time that we are waiting to see. The Jax, I think, is pretty close to the death state. Nah, doesn't have it on recall. Still like a few hundred gold away, as now Rook will try and help out to get an Anarchal Demon on the side here. There's not going to be any backup that'll come to help the Pantheon out. And that'll just be a takedown up there. Fafnir fan picking up that one. That'll be a huge help, because that should be the Death's Dance here. But I think just keep pushing now. It's going to be Jhin on their lonesome here in the mid lane, though. As, nobody's going to look to stop. Redes is going to try and get a flank in on to the side here. Resilient will try and chip out. Shia LaBeouf will get targeted by the Depth's Charge. A big flip from Engine here. We'll take one out. Here comes the Curtain Call. Cosmic Radiance negates just a little bit of damage, but it's a little too late to help anybody out substantially as Queenie gets flipped back. Fafnir arrives with the TP, and that's another big fight win going over to the side of the Falcons as this Drake comes up.
And the call from the Falcons is not Baron, but to Dragon, just to show this game how much they value the scaling. They don't want the immediate power. They want to make sure this game gets dragged as long as possible, getting some of that late game insurance, taking this Dragon. I think that's kind of cowardly of them. I think the correct call there 100% was to take that Baron. You just killed the enemy jungler. And things like that. But whatever. They get another win to themselves. They get an extra team fight win. We see the Death Dances have come out. Wukong, Rook picking his up previously. Finished as well for Fafnir. It's looking more and more likely here that Queenie's Revenge might get surprisingly knocked out of playoffs. They were in second place in this group just a couple of weeks ago. And, man, going 0-4 the final 2 weeks is not the way you want to be going out. Naysayer here getting caught.
Yeah, Naysayer's going to get caught out here a little bit. Glacial Prison actually doesn't connect onto anyone here, as Rook will connect their ulti onto Naysayer, who's going to take a lot of damage, but will dodge out. And now the Baron's going to try and help turn this one. It's going to be 2 taken out. Shut down on to the Wukong. Fafnir fan will get stunned up, taking quite a bit of damage, but the Baron has now turned their sights onto the other team, as Queenie will get burned down by Engine here. 2 left on both sides, but it looks like the Queen's Revenge are a little lower, as they're going to keep running here. Recall started by the Pantheon. And
I don't
Lucian,
think they're going to find them.
Yeah, I think both of them are going to get out, so that's going to be a 3 for 3 around the Baron.
Yeah, but again, just not a solid win. It was looking really close there for Queenie's Revenge being able to get some sort of win into that Baron, but unfortunately they weren't able to kill the two major carries in both Shia LaBeouf and Engine. Um, Forgive me, the stream here is lagging for me a little bit here, so it's a little hard to keep track of what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh, all right, 29, 30. Are we still at the same time?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Roughly.
All right. Anyway, Baron Dance still on the table. Don't know why that this is what we've decided that we're going to be fighting over when we completely ignored it previously. But is it the big objective on the map? There is a top wave coming. I feel like I just want Fafnir in bot lane matching the Fury here, matching Naysayer, because he doesn't really need to be up here. You know, while he doesn't have teleport, he doesn't really provide a lot in these team fights. I don't think. I feel like I want him on the side lane to provide that split push pressure and
And
get someone
on
to
the
match.
side will be an Arkle Demon getting taken out there. A strong pick, but Naysayer will keep pushing on the bot side here. Getting a little bit of pressure as now the rest of Queen's Revenge are going to just head towards that Nefiri. Taliyah will be back up. We'll be able to clear out this wave, but that will be quite a bit of damage into that inhibitor turret. But on the top side, that's a pretty big wave. Jax has started the Baron, and yeah, the rest of the Falcons are going to just close that in and claim this for free.
Yeah, given a whole bunch of time there with Queen's Revenge, I guess they were hoping that Naysayer was going to be able to bait someone or something. And just TPing for fun. The TP into a Baron recall, a classic.
It's just to join your team for like
Yeah.
the emotional support.
Yeah.
It's about team team synergy.
Yeah, team morale.
Yeah.
I helped with that Baron for sure. But anyway, Seeker's Arm Guard in the inventory now for Engine. That is a big thing to keep track of and be able to hopefully get them alive. They're going in here on the Rook, but that is Wukong and he presses W.
Yep. And he's gone.
Yep. And a minute here till our Drake. The setup is here for Queenie. They know they have to be able to get set up for this and force a face check here from the Falcons because they have to get a pick. They can't win an even fight anymore.
No, they cannot.
And honestly, their comp is not supposed to have even fights. We are playing two assassins and an ADC who is all about upfront burst damage. This is not a 5v5 team comp we have assembled, and they're playing it like one, and I hate it.
Yeah, no, it's kind of just like a miscalculation here. Once the early game fell apart, it's kind of hard to make that happen. Engine's going to take a lot of damage here, but an Arkle Demon won't be able to get onto that Taliyah. Never mind, Taliyah will be taken out here early, but that'll be a lot of damage onto Rook as well. It turns out we can 5v5 as the Assassin comp, and it'll actually turn out really well for us. So Shia LaBeouf gets taken down next. And, yeah, that's a clean ace.
Yep. Caster Cursed in
Queen's
full
Revenge.
effect here. Obviously say they can't win a 5v5. It isn't a 5v5. It was a 4v5. Fafnir fan was split pushing, and instead of buying time for our Jax to just win the game, instead we tried to team fight again without our Fed member. I know he's not the unkillable like Scion of last game, but he pretty much wins you the game if you just sit in the top lane. That wasn't Soul for Queenies, right?
Nope.
I just don't get it. Just let your split pusher win the game. This game he actually should be split pushing, guys. Don't just force him to come group with you. And that's big because that was two stopwatches down. We can see the broken Seeker's Arm Guard is still in Fafnir's inventory. Engine did have enough gold to upgrade and get the full Zonias, so he will have that available to him. But there's 6 items on Naysayer too, right? Like he has a pretty scary Nefiri. Yeah, and I mean, Lucian has Infinity Edge plus LDR. He's like 4 items on his way to his 5th. Resilience, gonna do a lot if he can get the damage to stick.
A lot of damage. A lot of damage on this Queen's Revenge roster, and not as much armor as you would hope to see, but I guess it is a little difficult to put armor into your build while still being, like, useful as a champion. So... yeah, they have the Death Stance, but there's a lot that they have to worry about and a lot to cut through here as Rook will be targeted a little bit, but not going to pull the trigger on that. We did have the Glacial Prison, but likely just not worth the investment when the kill is not secured. Fafnir a little bit split out. Naysayer will be jumped on with the counter-strike. At call, the pack will get over the wall. Ooh, that hook goes sideways. It's going to be a big ulti in on the Engine, who gets taken out immediately. Rook will fall next, and that is a huge pick from the Sejuani here on two very important members of this Falcons roster.
Yeah, and that's a lot of our wave clear down, right? Engine is the majority of the wave clear on this team. You can see just immediately Shia LaBeouf realizes this and knows that he has to Jin ult. Oh my god, Resilient.
Ooh, Resilient. Getting a ton of damage in there. Cosmic Radiance goes down just to negate any possible possible return fire from Shia LaBeouf. As now the push continues. They don't need Baron, they just need Gumption, as that is going to be a huge find. Queenie going crazy this game on the Sejuani at this point. Getting so much done, so many knockups, so many individual picks. It's going to be Redust on their own. But all these picks are amounting into some disjointed death timers. And now we just have a 3v5, and HP bars are still looking good for Queen's Revenge. Here comes another Glacial Prison, and it lands on to Redust, who gets taken out immediately. Rook left on their own. Engine drops on the side, and Rook will drop now. And that's going to be another clean ace. And it turns out the early game composition was a delusion. It is actually a late game 5v5 team fight composition that wins the game here at 37 minutes for Queen's Revenge.
Yeah, I'm kind of in disbelief here. I'm gonna be honest here, Becky.
I love
Why? Yeah, why are we not playing to our outs, Falcons? That was your game to lose, and you went for the 3-pointer when all you had to do was just go do a layup. That was it. You know, you just did a layup to finish the game. And you went, no, I'm going to shoot the 3. I'm him. And you missed that 3, and your team lost the championship, and now everyone is pointing and laughing at you. Like, that felt like a slam dunk to finish it off. And they lost team fights over and over again towards that late game. Like, they were in control for so long, and then they just overpushed. They got that Baron. They felt so confident. They overpushed. They didn't properly set up their flanks. They got flanked. They all died. They teleported Fafnir in, who died. And then they sat up around mid, and they didn't ward their flanks, and they got flanked, and they died. And it just happened again. It's just like, the assassin team is going to flank you guys. You know what's going to happen. And they just let it happen. I mean, great shoutouts to Queenie for landing some of those glacial prisons there again at the end and getting them onto Engine. But at the same time, it's like, why the hell is Engine in your front line? Why is someone not standing in front of them?
Yeah, well, we will wait and see what our teams have for us here. Hopefully the Falcons can regroup here and look to claim that game 3, but playing to their outs. Queen's Revenge are able to secure game 2. We'll see what both of our teams have in store for us in game 3 when we get in there in just a couple of minutes for the draft. See you then. Hello, everybody. We are here for the draft for Game 3 of our series between Queen's Revenge and the Falcons, specifically the Optimus Falcons. As Game 2 was certainly could have been better for both teams, but in the end, Queen's Revenge are able to find their win conditions and secure it out. Now in Game 3, both of our teams are back to the drawing board. The Falcons have taken red side this game. So after that loss, they have decided to take the counter pick as what they would like to see. And we'll see what they can do with that red side selection process as all those mage junglers get taken out. And the Seraphine will be our B1.
Yay, Seraphine. Yippee. Notably, I think Ashe is available, right? So we can take Ashe Seraphine. Instead, we're going to pick Ashe away. What are we playing Ashe with if we take away, if we don't have Seraphine? Because this is kind of always the problem with Ashe, is like, she's not that great with a lot of supports. She's not like a true hyper carry that you don't really want to play Lulu or any sort of enchanter with her. You don't really want to play an engaged... Oh, it's Mel instead. Okay.
Okay.
Mel quite good into Seraphine, notably, and generally Ashe. I personally, I know this is a wild take because like Riot have like taken Mel and like stomped her into the ground. But watching the teams and Masters play this champion that I've seen, this Mel champion is still really, really good. If your point is to we're gonna snowball the game or we're gonna win off a gold lead or like build up a gold lead, Mel is fantastic for that. Like pre 15 minutes, I still think Mel might be the best mid lane champion in the game. She is absolutely crazy. The hard part is,
yeah. Go ahead.
It's converting that into a win. That's the hard part with her. Always has.
Yeah, I would say I still am typically pretty impressed when I see the Mel champion. As long as it's being piloted well, she still has a lot of effectiveness in the early stages, and Reflector is just such a good button. It is always going to be a good button to have. Plus, being able to execute is really good in the early to mid stages of the game. As we have the Zac and Renekton, Queen's Revenge building up their front line here. That Zac almost certainly going to be going into the jungle. The DT Munford will be picked up in response to the Renekton. So, Mundo is an interesting choice to play into Renekton, but I like it. I like it well enough.
Yeah, basically, my issue is that Mundo is never going to win you a lane, right? He is elite game insurance, basically, is what Mundo is. Mm-hmm. Is what he has morphed into. The Hearthsteel buffs at least made this champion pickable, again, I would say. He's still not very good, but he's at least pickable. I just kind of worry that they need winning lanes, right? Mel is a winning lane. Vi needs lanes to gank. You've not picked your bot lane at all. Why are we last picking our ADC? What is going on?
ADC counterpick.
Are we playing Mel bot? We could be, right? I guess I didn't really think of that. This could be Mel bot lane.
That could be funny. I don't know if it's good in this game, but it could be funny. And I'm always down for something that's a little weird, a little nasty with it. Bard? Bard?
So it's Seraphine
mid? Why are both of our teams last picking AD carry? What is going on?
Is
What
it
is going
Seraphine
on?
bot lane? Is it like the ADC? That's I don't think it's Seraphine mid. She is so bad as a mid laner. Like, I
No,
need to
she's
look at stats.
atrocious. You
Yeah,
should not be playing her
I had
mid
someone
lane.
on my team like who swore this champion was good and would pick it all the time, and I would get mad because it was
Oh,
terrible.
good news, it's Yasuo. It's Seraphine.
Seraphine APC. Okay, that's better than mid lane, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she's a great bot laner, technically. Is she a great bot laner into Mel? Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, we're assuming that that it is Mel bot lane and not Mel
Yeah.
mid. And I feel like you probably don't want to send Mel mid into Yasuo if you can flex it.
Yeah.
So try and figure out, okay, yeah, we're going to bring the Cassiopeia. Okay, okay.
There is some spice going on in this draft. So one, I will say Cassiopeia is absolutely disgusting of a champion. I think she is so good. Can she play this game? I don't know if she can. There's a lot of CC that makes her life absolutely miserable. My other issue is I feel like Vi is completely homeless this game for the Optimus Falcons.
Yeah. What is Vi doing here? Vi has no purpose.
I think Vi's job is to press R when someone else engages onto your team, and you like press R to stop someone from engaging onto your team, because like you don't have a purpose. If that was Skarner or something, or pretty much it. Anyway, these drafts are both weird. We have Queenie's Revenge playing a Yasuo comp with Zac knockup. That's it. There's nothing else for a knockup. There's lots of CCs, so that makes it easier for him to like land the Q3 tornadoes, I guess. This Mundo pick should theoretically go pretty hard. There's like 2 melees in Mundo or in Renekton and Yasuo. Bard doesn't really do anything to him either. And you get to just beat up Seraphine as much as possible. Like, there's no true ADC, so I feel like, again, it's that thing. If the Optimus Falcons get the late game, they have a win condition in Mundo. I worry about their, like, lanes. Mel Alistair sounds like an absolutely putrid bot lane.
That doesn't do anything.
Yeah, like, Mel is going to, like, wave clear, and then Alistair is going to go in for a combo, and Mel's going to be like, I have no spells to use on this person you are comboing. Please, what are you doing, right? Like, it's all about Alistair trying to roam, I guess, and match Bard. Maybe that's why we have it, but like, I am not a fan of this Optimus team the more I look at it, and I think I'm going to go with the Queenies win.
And because you are not a fan of the Optimus composition, that means it's going to win the game. Optimus is going to take this one. Are Mel and Alistar going to hate their lives? Yes. Is Vi homeless? Yes. Is Mundo going to get to late game? Probably not. None of that matters. None of that matters because it's all about aura. It's all about
Okay.
It's all about just taking random guesses here. I do agree with you that the Queen's Revenge composition is just so unbelievably better than what the Falcons have, which is why they're going to lose, because that's how this league goes. The better composition almost never actually wins. So we'll see if Queen's Revenge have actually secured the draft victory, or if the Falcons have some surprises in for us in on the Rift. We'll be there with you in just a few minutes as we wait for the break. All right, everybody, welcome here in on the Riff for game 3 of our series between Queen's Revenge and the Optimus Falcons. Optimus Falcons have put together a very, what we'll say, a unique composition here in game 3. But both of our teams are hungry here for this one. Remember, the stakes are very high for this game, so hopefully these teams can make it happen as
Pause.
oh,
No, I don't know. We're stuck at 57 seconds.
yes. Mine did not pause for some reason.
Oh, that's good. Good to see the Riot client is nice and
All right.
fixed.
I'm sitting at 57. I'm sitting at 57 now though. Um can you try like fiddling with the time controls maybe?
I hope Sirius can, yes.
Uh uh-oh. Uh-oh, y'all. Uh hmm. Well,
Well, I have alerted our streamer.
did do we need to go to a break to fix this or
I have no idea. I'm hoping he notices and comes back.
I see the mouse moving.
Yeah,
Let's just throw it to a break and we'll try and get this fixed. So we'll be back in a second to solve this tech issue. Maybe.
maybe. Just maybe.
Oh, it's just straight stopping you there?
Yeah.
Huh. You might have to
Oh,
like no, okay, so we went back. We're at 52.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just like giving up. Yeah, it's not like the game's still going because I'm still getting stuff in my. Yeah, we'll have to relog. We'll have to relog. All right. Well, I guess we're on caster cams.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we can
uh,
talk about the other games that have finished in this group. Some other results
yeah,
have
yeah,
come
yeah,
in.
yeah. What have we got?
Let me just pull up the match results page here. So we have Tilt Eclipse 2-0ing 5 Apes in a Dream. Those were two teams that were both trying to sneak into playoffs here. Tilt winning both those games in under 30 minutes. I think they won game 2. Oh my god, they won in 20 under 25 minutes and they won
Dear,
with 32 to 2 in kills.
oh dear lord.
So that Tilt team might be kind of strong going into playoffs. Mint Rucha's Roosters finishing another 2-0. I don't know. Has that team, have they lost a game? They have lost one game this whole split so far. Yeah, that team's looking good. Kittens, which I think is the name of that Dorado or the Sin team renamed to Rafi's Kittens for some reason unknown to me. They too a Dorado Epsilon. So that's another team out. So now I think it's just in between. Queens have to get more points than 5 Apes. And I think with this game win, they're pretty close.
Yeah,
I think they might already be there.
it's possible. I don't necessarily know how that's decided.
It's
We
it's series score points when you get like the points amounts for different win types. Like a close win is 5 points if you go 2-1. If you like a 1 and 2 for like going 1 and 2 in a thing. 0 and 2 is 2 points, and then going 2-0 is 6 points. And then it's head to head after points if you're somehow tied on that. And then I have no idea what the fourth tiebreaker is because it's never come up, and I don't think it ever will.
Yeah.
It's probably game time or something else stupid like that.
Have we gotten any progress on the fix here for?
Did you? I think got a DM or a message from Sirius there. Did Oh, we're joining. Okay, we are attempting to get back in. But yeah, those are the results we have. So I'm kind of uncertain because I did not get the points actually fully totaled up between it, but I believe with both with those teams getting 0 and 2, I believe both these teams might be in. It's just that thing of I don't know exactly who had that many points and stuff. I believe the Falcons had some of the least, but they did get that 6 points last week. Oh, a cat. Nice.
He's annoying. He's annoying me, so he's been picked up.
Fair. Yeah. Both these teams have literally just have absolutely random comps. I have no idea who is going to win this one. I have caster cursed basically every draft and said, wow, this team is not going to win. And the other team has won. I've cast my curse on Queen's Revenge. Becky has gotten onto this point and said, well, Storm sucks at this. I'm obviously going to pick the team he's rooting against. So the Falcons looking like they might be the winners. We're back in. Oh my god, we're at 6:40 in the game.
Oh my god. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep going from here.
Sure, yeah.
All right, Nate. 2 kills have been gotten by Queen's Revenge. 1 in the top lane, 1 in the jungle. As I put as now we get the. Oh no. I hope this is a tech pause. Uh-oh.
Please,
Uh-oh,
please,
y'all.
Riot Client.
It's
We
getting
love
kind
you.
of hazy. I'm losing hope.
I'm losing hope as well.
It is still working on my end, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Still having some tech issues.
We're gonna throw it to a break as we try and figure out how to solve the problem. When we get back, we'll be in on the Rift, hopefully. So we'll see you in however long it takes to fix our tech problems.
Keep moving on. And they say I have a grim sense of humor.
Oh,
All right. So, we have found what we will call a solution to the problem. It's not a great solution, but it is the solution we have come up with. Sorry, I'm turning sound back on. I forgot I had it turned off. Never mind. Apparently, voice volume's still not on. What? Okay, there we go. There we go. Sorry about that. I usually the solution is I'm still in, so we're streaming it through a stream, so it's gonna look extremely crispy. I hope you're all excited.
yeah.
My cat has hit a button. My cat is hitting buttons on my keyboard right now.
That's good. Oh, it's in slow-mo. We're really seeing this Naysayer outplay. Going in. Oh, takes that tower shot.
Okay, all right. It's fixed. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Okay, we're good. Give it the temperature. All right. What?
Nice.
Okay, all right.
All right. Queenie's revenge.
We're back. We're back in it.
I had faith in them and they're winning. The faithful shall be rewarded. Let's go, baby.
I'm now realizing that we... Okay, there we go. There's
yeah,
all the fun.
nice.
All right.
Yes. Okay. Mel somehow got that Chemtech Dragon. That was a concern to me. That is a terrible smite by Rook, but we've got it. Things to note. Fanfear, whatever his name is in the top lane, getting pooped on in this matchup that he self-counterpicked.
Good. You like to see it?
Yeah, I'd really like to see it. That was an impactful round 5. We're also playing as Gimp Mundo.
Which was just a poor choice. Just like a poor choice.
There's like 5. Mundo has #1 the best skin in the game in Corporate Mundo. It's not close. Don't at me.
Yeah,
he also has like 3 or 4 other like A tier skins easily. Like Frozen Prince is sick. The pool party skin is amazing from him. This is just worse than base Mundo, if I'm being real here. And I liked old Executioner Mundo because it was funny. This new one just looks weird and bad.
Yeah. No, I agree. Mundo has a lot of great skins, and this is not one of them. So,
yeah,
it's a little sad to see, but it's so it goes. In the end, we do have a potential dive here. Stun will get negated, as you know, the kid's just gonna dip out through the wall, and that is the Bard Roam, successfully getting another one into the pocket of an Arkle Demon, as Rook is up here, but does not want the smoke of the Renekton, who is on that build there. Queenie, missing the stretching strike, will allow Engine to just kind of walk away there, but this Renekton is hyper accelerated here, which is fantastic for the side of Queen's Revenge.
Yeah, and the other thing worth mentioning is they're not like losing lanes, right? Every lane is even or winning. You know, Yasuo has a 14 CS lead. Bot lane is even between Mel and Resilient. You know, both of them are just wave clearing back and forth as these mages do. So there's not any losing lane. Your top lane is winning. You have your tank jungler who's really adept at diving. So there is this possibility that this mid game just might explode. Because Fanfare, right? Like, if you're playing Mundo, you are not a champion until you are like 1.5 items. You have to have Warmogs completed and then a Giants belt on top of that to be like anywhere near useful, because he is basically bound to Warbogs like no champion in the game is.
Yep.
But
We have an
hold
engage
that
right
thought.
here. The Tempered Fate will tag Shia LaBeouf. Reflector going out, but not going to be able to get in onto anybody there as the Encore will get burned. Execute goes down. Shia LaBeouf picking up 1, picking up 2. It's going to be Queenie left alone. Redes is very low here, but will not be able to get in on it to Alistar, but that's going to be good enough as the knockup will connect onto Shia LaBeouf, and Naysayer is here to get the last breath down. Now Engine going to try and get the assault going with the Twin Fangs. The charge is built by the Elastic Slingshot, but Rook will not be able to follow up with it. Decent amount of damage, but not a whole lot else, but it is still an advantageous fight for the side of the Falcons.
Yeah, they're doing well. Just good to see that Shia LaBeouf able to pick some kills up, get themselves back into the game. Those were the first 2 kills of the game for this team, 11 minutes in. And that is someone you definitely want them onto. You know, you generally want to win early. As I was talking about, this champion Mel is quite frankly terrible as the game gets later and later. They are all about the early game. There's a nice reflect combo there to get a damage down onto Resilient. He gets half health from the Mel combo. And that's the thing, is Mel combos like that, and it hits super hard, and it feels so bad to play against. And then you hit like mid game, and you realize you can't reflect everything because you're in a late game. Anyway, here's a dive on the Engine.
No, Tornado goes wide, and that will be a little allow Engine to stay alive. Although I think even with the last breath there, because Redest was around, probably not going to amount to a whole lot. So just going to be the reset there, as we do have the enhanced shoes built by Yasuo, the Gunmetal Greaves. That's the name of that item. It gives a life steal.
Ah, okay. I honestly didn't know that. I couldn't have told you that.
Yeah, me neither. I hovered the item. That's the only reason I know. So yeah, apparently that item is, first of all, in the game, and second of all, gives lifesteal. So these are big news. Learning a lot today as Mundo continues to suffer up here in top lane. Not too surprising, though. You did you played yourself up here with the Mundo pick.
Yeah, this is just kind of one of those things that, like, as someone who plays absolute ridiculous amount of Mundo, I think he's like my most played in solo queue, like every season, basically. Your early game as this champion is non-existent, and Renekton probably has the best early game of like any champion in the game. That wasn't great.
Yeah, that will be the big healing from Fafnir. Will allow them to stay alive, and that means a good punish and a huge shutdown going over to Engine on the Cassiopeia. That is very nice to see. The Cassiopeia cashing in on that one and picking up the Swift March. Gain 5% of your move speed as adaptive force. Ooh.
Yeah, I knew that one actually, because that was a boot you could just get as like once you won feats. Right? That one's just the same. Yeah. That's a feat boot, so I knew what that one did. I didn't know Gunmetal Greaves did something different, because I don't play AD carry because I'm not a masochist.
Yeah.
And I enjoy playing League of Legends. Instead I'm a top laner, because that's a great place to be.
Yeah, if you like having a good time and playing, you know, the game and having fun, and you play top lane, right? It's right up there with playing jungle. You have a ton of fun. I mean, you do have fun playing jungle. You just have to mute all of your teammates.
Yeah. But anyway, Mundo. Oh, we built Hearthsteel first item on. We're not buying Warmogs.
Nope.
We're 0-3. Decide we're not getting to the Warmogs Hearthsteel.
Yeah, we're scaling. We're stacking it now at 15 minutes. We're going to start stacking. As Engine will miss out completely on the Stone Gaze. And that will be a pickup for Naysayer there. Just totally turned around in on that one as Engine drops.
Yeah, that's not a good look, especially considering we saw Rook coming in there with the Assault and Battery. Had that down as well. So just had to wait just those couple of seconds to get that guaranteed alt stun proc in. Instead, tried to go for the outplay, does fall from it. This is the mid lane tower probably going down here as well. Yasuo does have a lot of attack speed. Maybe not going to be able to fully get this tower here. Yeah, Rook is able to defend it, but you know the kid is here, and with this next wave coming in, this mid tower is as good as dead. Rift Herald you can see going down as well. Queenie is looking for this roam.
Both ultis are popped on top side here. Just a trade of these buttons, although it looks like the healing from the Mundo will be better in the moment, but this Renekton does do a ton of damage here. But don't worry, Mundo is indeed stacking. We can keep an eye on that Heartsteel and see how much value we'll actually get out of that. I imagine not a whole lot, quite frankly, but we can pretend.
Yeah. It is worth mentioning the reason that probably Fanfare picked Mundo is Heartsteel was buffed. It went from 8% to 10% in terms of its damage number, which means it's actually good again. So this champion's win rate went up like a lot, I'm pretty sure, in between patches. Currently he's at like a 50% win rate, and last patch it was... No, it didn't go up almost at all. Never mind, I'm crazy.
It feels it should have. It feels like it should have. Because
yeah.
Mundo is one of the best users of the Heartsteel item, so you feel like, okay, yeah, if Heartsteel gets buffed, then surely Mundo goes up, but probably just other factors in control here, as Naysayer will pick up this mid lane turret, finally sneezing on that one to claim it here. We've got about a minute 20 on this Drake. So keeping an eye on that one. It is an Infernal Rift, an honest Infernal Rift this game, not a fake Infernal Rift. So we'll be seeing that come into play here, you know, picking up those little flame sparks around the map as, I don't know, it feels like there's not really a whole lot that the Falcons team right now can actually do to contest this Drake. It just feels like they don't have champions that, like, do anything. As we do have an engage right here, an Arkle Demon will try and find something. On the side, a good Encore tags 2. Redest will be targeted, but the Unbreakable will allow them to survive just a little bit longer, but not long enough. As that'll be the first pickup there, onto Resilient, who decides to walk through the turret rather than going on a magical journey, as the rest of the Queenie roster just gonna proxy here, make sure they can secure this bot lane objective, and then move up to the Drake in about 20 seconds after.
Yeah, it is worth mentioning that Fanfare has been left alone this whole time, got that full top lane tower for themselves, and are starting to hit the second tier tower. I will also mention we have bought an item that doesn't give us an enormous amount of health. Why do we have that in our inventory, bro?
Bramble.
Bramble,
because
yeah.
We're countering Renekton in lane.
I mean, I guess it's also like Yasuo is the other damage you have to be worried about, and he has Bork done, but...
TP coming in from Fafnir here is going to be trying to get in on this fight. Resilient and Naysayer are very split right now, as the rest of the roster for the Falcons are all together. One kill is going to go down. It's going to be 2, as Resilient still alive. The Zac is going to get popped into passive. That's going to go down as well. That's a tripler for Shia LaBeouf. And now Fafnir will have a bead on to Resilient, missing the cleaver, then smacking that little pop star across the map with the empowered auto. And Arkle Demon just trying to get a little bit of extra money here in mid. Will likely get out perfectly fine, but that's actually a really good win for the Falcons, and they needed it.
Yeah, the blunt force drama, you could see just getting that extra damage in from Mundo, right, based on your max HP. That's part of the reason why he's so good with Heartsteel. You can just scale off HP. It scales with your passive as well, giving you that health regen. And we're just going to keep taking down these turrets. Hopefully we start building items with more HP. Lots of things are really, really good on Mundo, and all of them have Giant's Belt in it. Naysayer here gonna get onto Fafnir. There is no tower behind him, and he is getting collapsed on, so this is a dead Mundo here.
Gamers. Yeah, this is a very dead Mundo. Exceptionally dead Mundo. They've overkilled him. He is beyond dead. But yeah, like you were saying, the Giant's Belt items are all very good on Mundo. Well, a lot of them are very good on Mundo. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm pretty sure Thornmail does not build out of Giant's Belt.
No, it gives actually very little HP, actually. It gives mostly armor. So that's one of the reasons why you don't really build it on this champion. But we'll have to see what Veneer decides to go for. I think he has a lot of money. But maybe not. I don't see him buying anything. Oh, we just
Okay, he's finally cashing in here.
Oh.
So we do have... Ooh, that's going to be the Tempered Fate. Will tag Resilient, saving their teammate just a little bit here, is now Rook getting a good backwards there. The Reflector is good, but not good enough. Shia LaBeouf will get taken down there. A good pick on to the Mel.
Yeah, I'm just going to say Shia would have gotten that kill if he landed his E and Q on the person who got Bard ulted. He missed it on someone who was stunned.
By their own teammate.
Yeah, no. Resilient, the kid saved Resilient and then missed after the guy was like out of the Bard ult. Anyway, the Seraph Shield also saving them a little bit. You can see Resilient here going the full supportive build when I don't need to do any damage. My teammates have all the damage necessary. I don't know if I really agree with this, but we are building Echoes of Helia. We're on to our next sort of supportive item here coming in here. I'm guessing this is going to be the whatever the tier
it's going to be the
called.
tier. The tier support item. I don't know it. I bought it recently because I played Sona recently. So like I've seen it in my inventory, but Lord knows I don't know what the name of that item is. It's not in TFT, so I don't know what. Anyways, Fafnir gonna be targeted here on the side lane. Does have to pop ulti, but is still perfectly alive here and has quite a lot of HP. Taken not a whole lot of damage anymore as we start getting to these later stages. This Mundo is actually becoming somewhat of a threat in the mid lane. It's going to be a target here. TP's coming in. It's going to be huge on it to Shia LaBeouf. The Reflector does not reflect Zach. He's maybe a projectile, but he's also a human being. He does not get reflected. And it'll be a pick on 2. That should set up for a Baron.
Yeah, I think for sure this is Baron is the call. You have Naysayer to be able to do some constant DPS to this, and maybe he'll do that once he's done killing chickens. You know, the kid is also fantastic at stopping anyone from trying to steal this. And with no jungler, with Rook being dead, there's no real hope. It's just a random Mundo queue, and as long as there's any sort of realistic smite coming in here for Queenie, this is just a free Baron.
Yeah, and it will be free. It'll be a big pickup for the side of Queen's Revenge, who will be walking back out onto the map very strong as we have the Whispering Circlet completed. Not upgraded quite yet on to the Seraphine. But yeah, that's I will say, talking about the utility Seraphine, I think it's a little... I don't know if I really like it in this game, because eventually Renekton will stop doing damage, and in that case, you're kind of hoping... all of your hopes and dreams are on Yasuo, and that's a pretty good champion to have all your hopes and dreams on, to be fair. But I feel like I would rather have just like a little bit more damage on the Seraphine. I don't mind like a little bit of the a little bit of that utility. But I guess we're just going for the double tier build here. We should probably, I think we should go a triple tier. You know, get a Winter's get a Fimble Winter in.
Yeah, you have to remember that item is not very good on ranged champions because you don't get the shield, unfortunately, when you slow people.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That's
very sad. Okay, maybe we get a Muramana then. I think.
Yeah.
Extra damage
utilize
on spells.
because you do auto attack as Seraphine, right? So
that is true.
Yeah.
Huge value.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Please don't do that.
Okay.
Especially in my games.
Yeah, Fafnir, level 16 here. As Mundo, that is a breakpoint. I don't know if anyone else... Do you know what this signifies? What it signifies about being level 16 Mundo? I'm just curious. Do you know, Becky?
Level 3 ulti, presumably.
Yeah. Yeah, so the Mundo's ult, when his ult 3 has a special interaction that it's 20% more effective for every enemy champion near you when you use it.
Okay, and there are 5 enemy champions, but
Yeah,
we're not
so
even
when he
going to
presses
be...
R,
okay, there it goes.
look-
There goes the click. We
Yeah,
have the
look at how much
reflector
HP
in.
we're getting.
That's reflected into the Yasuo ulti right here as we have Shia LaBeouf first targeted here. We have Rook using ulti, but there's no damage to follow up. His engine is just not able to get any further than he is right now, getting pushed back by Naysayer and Queenie. Rook on their lonesome now, even with the assault and battery, not able to get a whole lot done as Queenie left to just push back Fafnir and Engine. And yeah, the Cassiopeia just not able to do a whole lot of damage here because there are just too many targets in front of them. And now those targets are looking angrier and angrier. Baron up here on the Rift, punching down a turret, punching down an inhib. That's a big win for Queenie's Revenge as they now claim just about a 7k, nearly 8k gold lead.
Yeah, huge win for them. Going to be able to take this inhib, which means that they get free Baron push for when that comes back up in the next 3 minutes after this Baron push is over. They're going to have all of their minions lanes pushing now because they've taken that inhib, so that means all of their minions spawn with extra HP, so they're going to just have auto push. It's a big win for them. It's going to set themselves up for this next dragon as well whenever that comes up. You know, it's another 3 minutes, so it just feels like a great time to take it, and there's some big items coming through, right? Yasuo, I don't know if we're at 100% crit. I think we are with just the Infinity Edge plus that Moon Quiver gives us 50%, gives us that 100% crit. If you can just see how much Moon Quiver gives.
It's 20.
Okay,
so...
never mind. Then we're at. Oh no, then we're at 50.
90. We're at 90%.
We're at 90. Oh, okay. I don't know how Yasuo works. I thought it was just doubled. I was like 30 and 20. That's 50. That's 100, but apparently not.
Well,
anyway.
It's 30 and 25. It's 25 and 20. Because it's critical strike damage, not critical chance.
Okay, that's fair. Anyway, Fafnir still not building any damage. We're just trying to be a tank for a team that doesn't do any damage. This is a bad feeling Mundo game now. I don't think that really did anything. We got some Heartsteel stacks. Hey, we're at 300 of those. That's a lot of those.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
All things considered. No, it's a little bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad, actually. Yeah. Now that I think about it, I thought about it again. It's bad. But we can at least, we have the particle effect and the sound effect.
Yeah, it is very satisfying.
That, I think, is the biggest value you get out of Heartsteel, is the sound effect is really satisfying to slam into people with. As Fafnir will be stunned up again, almost certainly going to go, not going to go down, although there now are more gamers here. Ulti is popped. We'll get a lot of healing in. Now Rook stuck in the jungle and nowhere to go, nowhere to be found. This Vi is, I think, if I'm Vi in this game, I'm just extremely depressed, I think. Yeah. Which is all we talked about, is Vi is completely homeless. And boy, does she look homeless. It's just so sad.
Yeah, we're starving on these streets. 05 and 6 is not the scoreline of someone who is eating constant meals. We're behind. I also don't think there's a lot of hope. There's no big item spikes coming through. You know, Cassiopeia's, we're on 3 items, and so is our Mel, but we're also on, there's no factor, right? We don't have any sort of Rabadons or anything. There's nothing big coming through soon to really save us. Fanfare is building tank items as well, so he's not gonna start doing damage and one-shotting Seraphine like you kind of need him to. I mean, he is beating up on Anarchal Demon. He's got that, but he doesn't win the game slowly on the side, and you kind of need him to.
Yeah, you really need him kind of just be approaching on the side, getting again, Titanic Hydra. It's once again, I feel with Titanic Hydra, instead of this incredible
blood mail.
This Bramble Vest, which we can take a look at how much healing's been reduced. It's quite a bit, but not really a whole lot of value otherwise. As this Baron is started, not really a whole lot they can do. Rook is alive, but not able to really get in onto the pit. Trying to breach the pit here. Encore goes wide. The good wall from Yasuo protecting them. That's going to be their first pick.
Rook went in. He got it!
Steal! That's a
Let's go, Rook!
Steal from Rook there. Getting over the wall. The smite still up on Queenie. Just did not expect that one. That is a fantastic game saving maneuver here by Rook. They may be homeless, but they're still going to be scrapping in this one.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
The biggest thing I think just for that was like the Falcons all did that together really well, right? We saw that they all focused on, you know, the kid. They got the miasma W down as well, so they knew that everyone couldn't jump over the wall or get to them. And then after that, they knew Rook just went in, that he saw the damage. They placed down enough wards that they could see the Baron health, and they got the burst damage as well from Shy. I think that was just really well played there from the Falcons. I'm really excited to see that from them. They got a big gold lead to come back from. It's 5k still. They're down. They're against Soul Point. It's a tough one, but this is going to buy them at least 3 minutes, or it should. I don't know what Fafnir is doing.
Fafnir?
Yeah. This is... I guess we're popping ult.
I
And
think we just walk away.
Yeah.
But, like...
that's a really big ult tool that I really wanted to have for this, for something to like make a big play. He also burned Ghosts there too, right? Like,
yeah, that's a lot of safety that you no longer have here. As Rook is going to find Resilient, who started to TP.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's gonna. No way you get out.
There's no way you get out. Yeah, there's no way you get out. Goodbye. That is gonna be Resilient. Burning both sums there, but Shia LaBeouf also did flash, so I guess that's a trade of flashes there in the end. The TP, I think, was the TP of hope. You're really not getting out of there. The Diadem of Song. This is the name of that item, by the way. I had to hover it because I wanted to know.
Okay, I knew it was something song. Or songs was in the name. I couldn't tell you the rest of it, but... is there any other like items of note coming through here? We're seeing Renekton is just building random things. I don't know why our Renekton has a maw. That seems bad. I guess.
I mean, there is a lot of magic damage, but like, is Maw gonna save you? Really?
Yeah.
And then we're building into what will presumably be Death Stance and or GA. We have the Protoplasm has been completed by Queenie. A nice item to have on the Zac at this point in the game, you know, picking that one up. Yasuo.
Fanfear, you gotta win this, buddy. You just gotta fight this guy. You have to hands check this
You
dude.
just walk at him.
You have to. Like, I don't care.
Don't
that
be
even
afraid.
If you don't win, it doesn't matter. There's a minute till Dragon, and this is like the point of the game where you just get to hit towers. Oh God, our team's dying.
Oh, Redest is gonna get knocked up. Or knocking them up. Having to pop the Unbreakable Will super early. It's not a long cooldown as Fafnir has wandered down into this fight. There is a TP available for Anarchal Demon as Fafnir will get rooted. TP getting used, and now Tempered Fate going wide on that one. But they're giving over position around the Drake as Rook will walk into 5 people that we knew are there. Are you kidding me? And Anarchal Demon will be the target here. They're going to trade back pretty quick, hopefully. Never mind. The Maw saves Anarchal Demon as Fafnir fan walking at Naysayer, but not able to do any damage with it. Will get knocked up, but will heal perfectly fine. Redest taking a lot of chip from the Seraphine. Again, you cannot reflector him. He is a human being. Shia LaBeouf dropped there as the Elastic Slingshot picks up 2. Fafnir fan will drop here, and only Engine left alive to think about what just happened. as the Drake will drop, and that'll be Infernal Soul going to Queen's Revenge.
Yep, and every good play deserves a bad play. Rook throwing that one a little bit there. I don't know if Engine as well also has the wave clear for this. Like, he can press W, I guess. Okay, Rook trying to save his mid laner.
What was the plan? I once again ask, what was the plan?
Hey, you know what? He got that Baron. He saved the game. The game would have been over anyway. Doesn't matter how bad he's played the last 5 minutes. He saved the game a little bit. This should probably be the end of the game here.
Yeah, we're just picking up. We're desyncing these death timers here pretty successfully, and it's just going to be an inevitability here. Once Yasuo decides to start chopping at these towers, they will drop. Mundo's back up. We have another ace. Will they get another ace? As Fafnir fan is just going to delay the inevitable, let them get some more damage down in onto the Mundo, as he will drop another ace. And that will be Queenie's Revenge picking up the series 2-1 with a very strong showing in Game 3.
Big win for them there. Hopefully they are able to have a great postseason. They have qualified for the postseason now. With that win, can see some other results have come through and some other drafts. Oh, Dorado taking out card. I don't know which Dorado team this is. Never mind. I got baited. Anyway, that's a big win for the Queenie's Revenge. That puts them firmly in the postseason. We'll have to wait and see for all the point totals to get calculated up, but I believe the Optimus Falcons at least have a shot with picking up that game win, whereas 5 Apes and whoever Tilt beat 2-0. That was 5 Apes.
No, Tilt beat 5 Apes.
Yeah. Whoever else got beat 2-0. Dorado Epsilon also getting beat 2-0. So those teams both might be out, and it might be Falcons, Queen Revenge, and Tilt joining the rest of the... I think they're in Freljord, right? Anyway, I should know this, but...
Yeah.
Yes, they're in Freljord. I was correct. Yeah, so I think this will be Queen's Revenge, Sin, BOL, Emerald, Tilt, and the Optimus Falcons. I believe. I could be wrong there. It could be 5 Apes in a Dream. It could be Dorado Gaming Omega. It's all going to turn out how the points totals go through and whatever tiebreakers we need to get through. I'm sure Bully or whoever will be able to do that. It is top 4, of course, making playoffs. We do know that is a fact. Going to have to see who they're going to be able to draw into and what the format of our playoffs are going to be. You know, in BOL, it changes year to year. We're trying to find something and make sure that our playoffs always are different and exciting. Sometimes it's the wheel deciding who's playing who. Sometimes we get the drafts. I'll be interested to see how Ixtal does in the playoffs, if that group can pick up a playoff series win. Because they were interesting games for sure.
Yeah, very interesting games, and these playoffs I think are going to be very exciting once we get into them. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what the standings will look like when they are fully up to date. So keep an eye on that, players. With that said, we'll close that out for tonight. I've been Becky with Storm. Apologies for the technical issues. Hopefully it didn't look too bad. We'll be back in next week as we get ready for playoffs in BOL Emerald. So we'll see you then. And of course, keep in touch for the rest of the week for the rest of the Blue Otter League action every day that there are streams. So we'll see you next week for playoffs. Have a good night, everyone, and have a good rest of your week.